The following is a special sports presentation of Renda Media. It's time for another Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Football Sports Night on AM 1160 and 101.1 FM WCCS and Renda Digital TV, presented by the Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club. Our coverage of Homer Center Wildcat football is sponsored by the Indiana Regional Medical Center and IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, S&T Bank, Walbeck Insurance, Joyce Plumbing and Heating, Luther Ford Lincoln, the Altman Volunteer Fire Department, Luxembourg's Jewelry, Indiana Floral and the Flower Boutique, Integrated Power Services, Grand Beginnings Children's Center, Homer City Redevelopment, Rapine Travel, the Indiana County Technology Center, the Maine's Chiropractic Clinic, 5-Star Mitsubishi and 5-Star Power Sports, Indiana Total Therapy, the American Legion Post 493 of Homer City, Marion Center Bank, Hutton Blues Insurance, Friends of Joe Pittman, the Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club, Robindale Energy Services, EMB Computing, the Allied Milk Producers, Friends of Jim Struzzi, by Meckling Insurance, and by First Commonwealth Bank. Now let's go live to the field for the ITT Wildcats Live pregame show, presented by Indiana Total Therapy. Here's the voice of the Wildcats, Mark Bertig.
Great night for football. Tonight, the Heritage Conference presents the Homer Center Wildcats and the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays. Good evening, everybody. For the second week in a row, we are at the friendly confines of Memorial Field, where the Wildcats, with a record of 4-2, host the winless Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays. And Ward, the Wildcats come off of a 27-7 victory over Purchase Line. Big game in the District 6 Class A standings. Purchase Line probably deserved a little bit better, but they have nobody to blame but themselves in that regard. But Homer Center did what they needed to do.
That's right, and this is the most unusual position for us over the past couple of years. The Wildcats 4-2, on the cusp of maybe going 6-2 if they keep it together. But again, we always refer back 2 years ago to when Conemaugh Valley came in here and scored something like 50 points and embarrassed the Homer, so they've got a lot to prove here tonight.
Believe it or not, I have that number. The Wildcats were 2-7 a couple of years ago. Conemaugh Valley was 1-8, but the Wildcats were still a heavy favorite. And Conemaugh Valley hadn't scored more than 22 points all season. They left Memorial Field with 50 in a 50-29 win over Homer Center, and they rolled up 538 yards of rushing offense in that game. So a little bit of a history lesson since you brought it up.
Yeah, and it's something that has improved markedly here on the Homer defensive side.
One thing, and you'll hear from Greg Page on our ITT pregame show, Homer Center didn't tackle particularly well again last week. They didn't particularly do a good job in that area at River Valley 2 weeks ago. So I think that's one area of improvement that Coach Page will really be looking at.
Yeah, you're always tweaking things. That's why you practice all year long, game in and game out, and that's certainly something that's going to be a point of emphasis for this defense.
Well, behind us you see the Cats Against Cancer as we kick off Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And they're going to be doing some things here at the stadium. I know the cheerleaders are in their pink shirts, just like the ones they gave me. And we, of course, will be promoting Breast Cancer Awareness Month all month long. And we'll be involved with an event with IRMC mid-month. And actually on our pregame show, we have a special feature that our Pat Doherty did with Dr. Dan Clark of IRMC, and we're going to run that feature in lieu of running our normal coaches report with the visiting coach tonight. So we just think it's that important, and they'll be running it on the Indiana game as well on our video stream. So that will be coming up on our ITT pregame show. Last week, Homer Center really gained in the District 6 rankings. They are in third place, kind of maintained solid footing. I did a projection where if they can finish 7-3, I feel they have a pretty good shot of finishing in second place. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. I'm sure Coach Page would not like to hear that.
No, he wouldn't like to hear it, but that is a real possibility, and I think it's got the people excited. This team is playing well. Admittedly, there's some dips in the valley there, but they have responded well enough to get 4 wins. I don't think anybody really thought that, including myself. And they are playing the kind of football we hope to see get better from this point on.
Before we go to break on our ITT pregame shows, we come to you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth, People Forward Banking, S&T Bank. Ward, you see a lot of scratches on my lineup card.
Yes.
Conemaugh Valley decimated here tonight. Their best football player, who really impressed me last year, Eric Korhut, is out with an injury. Also not in uniform tonight will be a running back and receiver, Connor Sarka. Aiden Haley is out of the lineup tonight. Aaron Gillette is out of the lineup for family reasons, so count them 4 starters at least not in the lineup here tonight. And Conemaugh Valley, they have struggled enough. They're 0-6. They're scoring only 6.3 points per game and allowing 46 a game. You will see they're going to spread the field. They'll probably come out with an empty backfield and spread it out. So they do have a good young quarterback, a sophomore by the name of Xavier Tatum, and he has a pretty good arm, and he will stretch Homer Center's defense.
Yeah, and you got to be aware of that. I'm sure Coach Page is prepared for that, but I only counted 22 dressed for Conemaugh Valley. That's give or take a couple bodies, but that's not too many, and especially when you're losing some key players like the Blue Jays are. So Homer needs to shore up their defense, especially their secondary, and put the pressure on with their pass rush. And
a lot of people don't realize, because they are not from our immediate region, it is a co-op. They do co-op with Ferndale, and I asked the coach how many players they have from Ferndale, and the number is 8. It's something they would like to grow. All right, stay with us. Coming up on our ITT pregame show, we're going to take you on our trip around the Heritage Conference, brought to you by Repine Travel. We'll have that special feature for breast cancer awareness with Pat Doherty interviewing Dr. Clark from Indiana Regional Medical Center. That'll be followed by head coach Greg Page. We'll have the starting lineups, Ward's keys to the game, brought to you by Luther Ford, and much more. As we roll on from Memorial Field, the 24th all-time meeting between these two schools, with Homer Center holding a 14-9 edge. Back with the trip around the Heritage Conference when we return right here on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire! Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giant's got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk Producers.
Homer City American Legion Post 493, a longtime backer of Homer Center Athletics, is pleased to be a part of today's broadcast and wishes the best of luck to the Homer Center Wildcats this season. Homer City American Legion Post 493 has served Homer City and our veterans for more than half a century. They are a staple of the community and believe in giving back. So have fun today, teams. Represent your communities well. From your friends at the Homer City American Legion Post 493.
It's Dowd's 75th anniversary, and to show our appreciation, we're offering special anniversary savings to our friends and customers. Right now at Dowd's, get 75th anniversary savings up to 40% on custom orders, and even bigger savings on floor samples. Whether you're looking for new furnishings for one room or for your entire home, our 75th anniversary pricing can save you thousands.
Hurry in for huge savings at Dowd's of Plumville and Dowd's of Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowd's?
It's a great night for football as we enter October, week number 7, and the stretch drive of the 2025 football season. Hi, everybody. I'm Mark Bertig, and it's time for our weekly trip around the Heritage Conference, driven by our friends at Repine Travel. Whether you're driving, flying, or planning a cruise, your next vacation is just a click away at repinetravel.com. Well, let's start our travel in the Heritage Conference tonight with 3 games in Cambria County. We'll start in northern Cambria, where the 3-3 Colts welcome the conference's only undefeated team, the Marion Center Stingers. That is our U92.5 game of the week. Also, a special Renda Digital TV add-on broadcast, our free video stream available on our YouTube channel. Just a few miles up the road, our next stop is Cambria Heights, where the 5-1 Highlanders host the 2-4 Portage Mustangs. And one more stop in Cambria County tonight. We head down Route 219 to Davidsville, home of the Conemaugh Township Indians. The Indians will try to bounce back from a loss to Marion Center last week, hosting the 3-3 Penns Manor Comets. The Homer Center Wildcats are back at home for a second straight week. They're looking to improve to 5-2. They'll be heavy favorites to do so, hosting winless Conemaugh Valley. You know, back in 1987, Purchase Line took a chance on a young coach by the name of Ed Dalton, which paid off with a District 6 championship a few years later. Dalton returns to where it all started 38 years ago, now as the head coach of the River Valley Panthers. River Valley's 5-1. They've been rolling. Red Dragons are 2-4. And finally, United Valley with a record of 3-3. They come off of a very heartbreaking loss at home against River Valley. They'll travel to Armstrong County to face the winless West Shamokin Wolves. The Wolves have lost 18 conference games in a row. They haven't won one since October 13th of 2023. That's this week's flyby around the Heritage Conference with airfare provided by Repine Travel, where your next trip is just a click away at repinetravel.com. We'll get you back to the game you're listening or watching coming up next when our ITT pregame show continues right here on the Renda Media Football Network.
Adventure is calling. Are you packed yet? Let Repine Travel take you there. How about the holidays in Cape May or New York City? Cruise through the beauty and soak up the sun with a Southern Caribbean cruise in March. All the planning's done. You just show up and enjoy the ride. Book today at repinetravel.com and let your next adventure begin. Good luck to all Heritage Conference schools this season, and thanks to everyone who voted Repine Travel the best travel agent 2 years in a row.
Life at full throttle, front wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-side, watercraft, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
The Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club and Twin Cities Event Hall on Mill Road in Graceton continue to rise to new heights. Membership is soaring, and now's the time to join the best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County. Exciting renovations are underway, including a brand new outdoor stage and handicapped accessible parking at the hall. Enjoy a friendly atmosphere at the club, great food. Don't miss delicious pizzas every Thursday and Friday. The Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club on Mill Road in Graceton.
Let's go Wildcat!
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
And welcome back to the Indiana Total Therapy Halftime Show. I'm proud to be joined by Dr. Dan Clark of the IRMC Comprehensive Breast Center. Doc, it's, Breast Cancer Awareness Month again, and, we'll see all over football fields all over this county, teams wearing pink socks and pink wristbands. But to you, this is a lifelong journey. Talk talk to us about what IRMC can do to help those that need the assistance with breast cancer.
Sure. I mean, you're right. I've been doing this over 30 years. Breast cancer, my wife is also a breast radiologist, so it's all in the family. And, we see it all the time, year round. And it's great that we have a month to make awareness. And what women really need to know is that, 1 in 8 women in this country will get breast cancer. That's average risk. That's without the high risk factors, and when you look at it, that's up to age 80. And there's some misconception that, well, I'm 60 and I didn't get breast cancer, so I should be good. And there's recommendations out there that after age 70, you talk with your doctor whether you consider screening and everything. Your risk doesn't decrease as you get older; it just gets worse. And so that's that average risk is 1 in 8 women that should have their screening done.
Now, you had talked about high risk. Now, what are some of the things that women should be? What would you consider a woman to be high risk for breast cancer?
Of course, the first thing that really stands out is family history. If you have family history, if your mother, your sister, your grandmother had breast cancer, your aunt had breast cancer, especially if they're under the age of 50. Because under the age of 50 has a high association with genetic mutations that put you at higher risk. And of course, genetic mutations are a big one, but how do you know you have a genetic mutation? It's by looking at these other high risk factors. If you've had a breast biopsy with precancerous findings, of course, that puts you at a higher risk. If you've been on hormonal therapy for an extended period of time, puts you at higher risk. Obesity puts you at higher risk. All these things get factored in. A poor diet is now well recognized. A high-fat diet puts you at a higher risk, not just for breast, but also colorectal cancer. Inactivity, if you're not getting out and actually exercising and get some physical activity going, that puts you at higher risk. But the other things that put you at higher risk that you don't think about is if you have a family history not only of breast cancer, but somebody in your family had ovarian cancer. That's associated with a risk of breast cancer as well.
So what can a patient, if they wanted to come to IRMC because they felt that they had some of these risk factors, obviously I would assume they'd start with their primary doctor, or where would they start?
They can actually just call our office directly and make an appointment for an evaluation if you think that you're at high risk. We've started a screening process when you come in for your mammogram. And we offer you a tablet where you can actually go onto the tablet and put in all your history and everything like that, and it will tell you if you are at high risk and offer you a referral to our office for an evaluation, because there may be additional imaging. And one of the things that has been in the news a lot lately that I failed to mention is your density on mammogram actually increases your risk. The more dense the breasts are, the higher risk of developing breast cancer. And when you get a mammogram, it can be confusing. They give you a density grade from D1 through 4. And, D4 is extremely high risk, or not high, extremely dense. D1 is mostly fatty breasts, and in between there. And depending on if you have dense breasts plus other risk factors, put you at higher risk as well. So that will all be evaluated. And you can start with your primary care, or you can just call our office, or when you go in for your mammogram, fill out the tablet, and it'll tell you that. It'll tell you if you're at risk for genetics, if you're at higher risk for breast cancer, even without genetics.
And at IRMC, you have a lot of different ways to get into treatment or into care, or screenings, I should say, I guess. You're still offering the walk-ins on Mondays, I believe, mammogram Mondays.
Right.
And, what other options are there for mammograms? I believe mammograms, it's still one of the best starting points.
Yeah, of all the studies out there, ultrasound, MRI, and mammogram are the 3 main breast studies. Mammogram by far catches more breast cancers than any of the others combined. Mammogram is considered the starting point. All the others are accessory to mammogram, so they don't replace mammogram. Current recommendation is average risk at age 40, you should start yearly mammograms and continue them lifelong until your life expectancy is less than 5 years. So how do you figure that out? That's where after 70, you have the discussion with your primary care doctor or your gynecologist and things like that. But mammogram by far and away. But then we supplement that with whole breast ultrasounds, targeted ultrasounds, and the biggest one is breast MRI. That really helps us find those other additional cancers that may be missed on mammogram.
Now, as a comprehensive breast center, patients don't have to go to Pittsburgh or somewhere else. They can do it all right here in their own community. Is that correct?
Correct. And as a matter of fact, we've developed a relationship with Hillman Cancer Center. And every cancer treatment that you get at McGee or Hillman Cancer Center is now available on campus at IRMC. That's been in place for more than 5 years now. You know, when I first got here, and I hate to say it's 7.5 years ago now, established the Comprehensive Breast Center. We were the first nationally certified breast center in all of Western PA before anybody in Pittsburgh. And that took a lot of effort. And, you know, I always say I give credit to the administration and Steve Wolf, the CEO, for putting everything behind this to getting everything in place. Our radiology department is certified as a center of excellence in breast imaging by the American College of Radiology. It's the highest certification you can get in breast imaging. And so we've really gotten the standards up and going. We meet or exceed all national standards. And that was my goal when we came here. And, you know, it was real easy to do it because everybody was really interested in providing the absolute best care we can locally. Now with our affiliation with Hillman, every research and every protocol that's available downtown, we have access to right on campus. So,
Doctor, I appreciate you spending some time with us here on a Football Friday. And we'll be back with more of the Indiana Total Therapy halftime show after this.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire. Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giant's got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Hi. This is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and like most of you, I find myself ready to watch some Friday night football, and this season is no different. I want to wish all our area athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and all who participate the best of luck for a safe, successful, and fun-filled season. These games wouldn't happen without the support of the community, and as a parent, I know the importance of after-school athletics and programs keeping our youth's mind and body ready to tackle life's hardest lessons. From me and my staff, good luck, and I'll be rooting for each and every one of you.
It's Dowd's 75th anniversary, and to show our appreciation, we're offering special anniversary savings to our friends and customers. Right now at Dowd's, get 75th anniversary savings up to 40% on custom orders, and even bigger savings on floor samples. Whether you're looking for new furnishings for one room or for your entire home, our 75th anniversary pricing can save you thousands.
Hurry in for huge savings at Dowd's of Plumville and Dowd's of Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowd's?
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Get your instant quote today at wallbackinsurance.com or call us at 724-479-9378. More choices, more savings, more reasons to choose Wallback.
Our ITT pregame show continues from Memorial Field. Mark Bertig back with you, and we're visiting with head coach Greg Page, insured by Wallback Insurance. More choices, more savings. You can also get an instant quote at wallbackinsurance.com. Coach, good to see you again, and you come off of a 27-7 homecoming victory over Purchase Line. It was an important victory in relationship to the District 6 Class A standings.
It was, and I mean, you've heard me say they all are, but that was just one that was we were concerned about Purchase Line and their toughness, and they're very well coached. And, you get homecoming, sometimes you get a little distracted, but it was a really, really good overall week for our school with the activities and then the pep rally and then the game Friday night. So we're happy to come away with that win.
Defensively, a couple of guys I wanted to talk about today. Gabe Ruffner, 16 tackles last week, and Dom Shimko from that inside backer position had 13. And Dom and Cody Bell, you're really starting to come around, and you really need your linebackers to lead the way in tackles. And in last week's case, Gabe in the trenches was fantastic. What impressed me was he didn't give up on some plays. He made some downfield tackles too.
Yeah, him and Taylor both can get into some pursuit angles from their D-tackle, D-end positions and help us there. But, yeah, those guys, I mean, if you want to be a good defense at any level, I believe it starts fundamentally. That's what we always try to preach. Sometimes that kind of goes by the wayside during a game because you get a little tired. But our guys kept to it. I mean, they were throwing a lot of different things at us as far as the direction of how they wanted to run the ball, so we had to be very disciplined.
Maybe I'm being too picky as it relates to the term you just used, fundamentals. Tackling was still maybe an issue last week at times. I don't know if you agree with that. And I'm sure the video probably tells you that there's still a lot of growth yet to come if this team wants to be a team to be reckoned with come playoff time. Would you agree?
I would agree. And, yeah, I agree about the tackling assessment. I mean, there's times we're popping their guys, but they were bouncing off. And, you know, it's another thing that's a product of how the game is going, you know, with the tackling. People are going to get tired. And, you know, the other guys are going to make better moves against us than most of the guys we see on the practice field. But, you know, you talk about angles, you talk about desire and technique, and we can't be diving at feet. We can't be reaching and flailing. Those are the things. If we want to be a playoff team, those have to improve.
Tonight, Conemaugh Valley comes to Memorial Field. They're winless. Next week, Class 2A opponent on the road at West Shamokin. I know you're not even thinking about the Wolves yet, but the chances are next week you'll play a second straight winless team. Do you worry at all about your kids losing focus and looking past the Blue Jays? Let's just worry about tonight's game.
Yeah, I worry about every opponent, period. You know, that's coming from me, and I know our coaches are concerned. We don't take anybody lightly. We don't really mention a team's record. We might have said earlier in the week, hey, they haven't won a game yet, but, you know, you can look at the tape and they've done some good things. And so they're concerned that way. I mean, I tell our guys, you get one time a week. If you, especially at home, if you want to let that opportunity go by the wayside and ruin things, then that's not a good way to approach it. So I just hope and feel like they're going to be hungry to come out and play another Friday night.
Motivation kind of has to come from, I mean, you can, as a coach, you try to manage it right, but it really truly has to come from within.
Yeah, and I mean, we set the tone with that. We have to by saying, hey, you know, you have to go get prepared every week. I mean, you said it earlier, the consistency part still bugs me and drives me crazy as far as, you know, we can be better in so many different areas. We do well, and then we fall off a little. And, you know, as you wind down through the season, you want to pull back and not have to practice as much, but you want to be sharper and crisper because if you have a chance to make the playoffs, you're going to have to be playing your best football.
Conemaugh Valley, the opponent tonight, boy, they like to wing it around the lot, led by their sophomore quarterback, Xavier Tatum. They've had some success throwing the football, not necessarily finding the end zone with consistency, but they will stretch your defense, won't they?
Absolutely. It's been a concern. I mean, people say, look at the record. They have moved the ball on everybody. They really have, going back to Marion Center, and they piled up some yardage there. And the kid has a good arm. I mean, if he gets time and gets set and he finds a guy, the ball is going to be there. And I've seen them go up and, you know, make plays and out-jump defensive backs, and that's a concern because you don't see that much week to week for what we have in our conference.
Many times they go empty and 5 wide. What do you have to do to adjust accordingly?
Well, if they go 5 wide, you know, when we go 5 wide, the concern is, are we going to have enough time to throw the football if we're going to throw? So we have to put some pressure on the kid and make him throw it quicker. And we really have to just kind of stay with their guys, keep things in front of us, and then go up and make a play on the ball.
Defensively, they've given up a lot of points, a lot of yardage, 290 yards rushing, 400 yards overall on average. You're looking for offensive consistency. You would hope you'd be able to find some holes here tonight.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they were 0 for last year, and we were 0 for when we went over and played them, and it was a dogfight. I'd like to think we're a different team to where, you know, we're a little bit better on both sides of the ball, hopefully a lot better. But, yeah, I mean, I don't expect it to be easy. We got to come out and execute. We told our guys, especially the guys up front, like, hey, we need to take the next step with our technique and our form and our drive off the football. And
consistency, history lesson. I don't know if you even talk about this, but 2 years ago you were a heavy favorite against them here at Memorial Field, and they come in and put up 500 yards of offense. As you said, different year, different team. You would hope that wouldn't happen again.
Yeah, us being a heavy favorite at 2-7 is kind of a shock, but I think that's what people were thinking. And, yeah, they come in and put it to us. So you have to be ready. I mean, again, it comes back to if you want to play this game and you only get that one time a week, then you have to put it all on the line.
Greg, as always, thanks for doing this. We'll talk to you on the post-game show as well. It's going to be another great weather night for football.
Yeah, thank you guys very much.
Head coach Greg Page of the Homer Center Wildcats, brought to you by Walbeck Insurance. We're going to come back with the Luther Ford keys to the game, the ICTC starting lineups, and more when the ITT pregame show continues right here on the Renda Media.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
I'm State Senator Joe Pitton, wishing all students who participate in extracurricular activities every success in the classroom and on the field. The teamwork and leadership skills you learn today will serve you and our entire community well in the years ahead. We need future leaders prepared to step forward and make our region a better place to live, work, and raise a family. I'm proud of the work and effort you are putting forth. Have fun, be safe, and enjoy the season.
Paid for by Friends of Joe.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
It's Dowd's 75th anniversary, and to show our appreciation, we're offering special anniversary savings to our friends and customers. Right now at Dowd's, get 75th anniversary savings up to 40% on custom orders, and even bigger savings on floor samples. Whether you're looking for new furnishings for one room or for your entire home, our 75th anniversary pricing can save you thousands.
Hurry in for huge savings at Dowd's of Plumville and Dowd's of Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowd's?
With their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
Bertig, our studio engineer on the radio side, to cut our radio feed for just a second. Thank you, Michael. 14-9, the Wildcats with the lead in the series. 4 of the first 11 meetings were PIAA District 6 playoff games. First meeting happened back in 1968, a 31-18 Homer Center victory. The last meeting, both teams were winless. They were 0-5 when we went to Jacoby Field at Conemaugh Valley, and the Wildcats escaped with one of their 2 wins last year, a 20-14 victory. It wasn't easy.
No, it wasn't, and it wasn't pretty. And I'm sure Coach Page wasn't happy, and that's what he tried to do to adjust, especially for tonight's game. We're going to see just how well they have adjusted, Mark. This is a game that the Homer should score fairly easily, and they should win fairly handily. Now, that's really going out on a limb based on what's happened before. But I really think they've got to be starting that upward trend with the playoffs just down the road now.
Yep, it's an opportunity, as you mentioned on our opening segment, that they could be 6-2. In all likelihood, they're going to be playing another winless team, a chance to pick up 120 points against AA West Shamokin.
Yeah, that
weekend
would be great. They're hanging around the top, and that's what you want to do. And the way you do that is continue to win.
Well, we'll see how it goes here tonight against the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays at Memorial Field on a gorgeous night for football. We rejoin WCCS Radio as well as we simulcast, and we want to thank the Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club for making our video stream possible. Ward, we hope to have some good pizza after the game, bring the crew down, and fans, you can join us too. If you ever, if you've always wanted a Ward Hilliard autograph, tonight might be the chance to get one for free after the game. I've worked it out with him. He's not going to be charging tonight. Just respect him if he's eating his pizza and indulging in his favorite beverage, but he will sign autographs at the club. If you can't be in the game, the Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club invites you to come out and watch the game, enjoy pizza and your favorite beverages. Pizza nights are every Thursdays, and during Wildcat football seasons, Friday too. The Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club continues to grow. They're getting bigger and better, now over 1,300 members, as they have really grown over the years. They have large screen TVs, new flooring. They're putting an addition on, as a matter of fact, and then just up above, the Twin City Event Hall, the perfect venue for any wedding reception, anniversary, baby shower, anniversary, and more. And they have a couple of events coming up too. The tribute band, Johnny Cash tribute band, Old 97, will be performing in the Twin Cities Event Hall October 25th from 7 to 10. And then Polka Night, Saturday, November 1st, Tommy Andrasik and the PA Express from 7 to 10. Both events a $10 admission charge. Ward, let's get to our Luther Ford keys to the game. Brought to you by Luther Ford Lincoln, Route 119 in Homer City. What do you have?
Well, Conemaugh Valley, obviously, they need to possess the ball a little bit and move it, have some success offensively. Defensively, they got to find a way to stop Arone. I can never think of
Arone.
Carson. I want to call him Carter. Carson Arone, who's had a terrific year, and he hopes to continue that. And finally, they got to stay away from turning the ball over and giving Wildcats short field. They will kill you if you allow them to do that. On the Homer side, one of the suggestions you gave me, and I think it's a good one, stay away from injuries. A game like this, I don't call it a trap game so much, but it is kind of that if you're not playing and you're not looking and you have it, you're looking for an easy game, that's when you get hurt. So they got to stay away from that. Then defensively, they got to put pressure on that young quarterback. And finally, they need to avoid any stupid plays, and that includes any turnovers. So you get a game like this, it's sitting there for you. You got to take a hold of it, and you got to stay away from dumb mistakes.
As I said to Coach Page, you can almost tell if a team is focused and ready in a game like this that you're expected to win. If you come out and commit a couple of false start penalties on the first series, that'll send a message.
Yes, it will. Might be a timeout right there.
Coming back with more on the ITT pregame show, Ward Hilliard will set you the starting lineups, brought to you by Indiana County Technology Center, when we return to Memorial Field on this great, gorgeous night. The weather's been unbelievable. Coming back with the starting lineups after this on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Snap's good. The pass is caught. Touchdown. Just like a winning team, Integrated Power Services knows it takes dedication, teamwork, and vision to succeed. That's why IPS proudly supports our local high schools in both academics and athletics. Because whether it's the classroom, the court, or the end zone, excellence starts with commitment.
Here's to a bright future and a winning season from your friends at IPS. Integrated Power Services. Respond, rethink, resolve.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Luxembourg's Jewelers would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. Luxembourg's is excited to celebrate the grand reopening of their downtown Indiana location at 621 Philadelphia Street. Along with the Indiana Mall store, Luxembourg's Jewelers is still the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautiful logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire. Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giant's got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
The Indiana County Technology Center is now accepting enrollment in our adult education programs. The ICTC's adult education programs offer in-demand post-secondary programs tailored to empower student success. From cosmetology to welding and practical nursing, the ICTC has a program for everyone. Indiana County Technology Center, empowering tomorrow's workforce.
You, as always, by Indiana County Technology Center. Our starting lineups providing the necessary tools to jumpstart your future. Visit their website to learn more at ictc.edu. Ward.
Yes, sir. I'm not mistaken. That head referee down there is Mr. Garetano's dad there.
Yes, it is. And also on the crew is our general sales manager at Renda Media, Jason Hill, tonight.
Oh, wonderful.
And we will talk about Officials Appreciation Week as the night goes on, too. Go ahead.
Nate Stifler is the left end. He's a junior, 5'9", 162. Left tackle, Joey Toth, the senior, 6'1", 209. Left guard is Ian McLucas, a sophomore, 5'8", 200. Tanner Weimer is the center, senior, 5'11", 202. George Weimer is a right guard. He's a senior, 6 foot, 214. Tristan Henry is the right tackle, freshman, 5'10", 211. And Ethan Hill will be the tight end, senior, 5'8", 144. Quarterback, Xavier Tadens, sophomore, 188. In the back also as wideouts. These guys are all going to be wideouts because of the type of offense they run. Billy Palmer, senior, 5'9", 182. Aiden Blair, a sophomore, 5'11", 154. And Justin Robine, junior, 6 foot, 139. For the Wildcats, left end will be Brady Frazier, junior, 6'1", 172. Left tackle Jackson Taylor. He's played well this year, 5'10", 195 pounds, senior. Dom Shipka, the left guard, junior, 5'10", 182. Cullen Dunn is the center, sophomore, 5'9", 223. Zeke Butterly, the right guard, a junior, 5'9", 186. Gray Brufner, the big boy, senior, 6'3", 244, is the right tackle. Caden McAnally will be the tight end, a junior, 5'10", 216, got his first varsity touchdown last week. Carson Arone, of course, the quarterback, junior, 6 foot, 171. Gabe Colbaugh The running back, a sophomore, 5'10", 171, and in the slot and also in the backfield, corner DeArmond, senior, 5'7", 162. Mark?
All right, Ward, starting lineups brought to you by ICTC, and we thank them. Opening kickoff's going to be brought to you by Grand Beginnings Children's Center. Grand Beginnings donating $1 for every point scored for our Teddy Bear Fund Drive across the 4 games on our Indiana County Radio Network. So far this season, $1,003 has been raised for the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. Fans, that's the ITT pregame show. Stay with us for the start of tonight's game. Coming up next, it's the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays, winless, looking for their first win. They're injury depleted, too, without some key personnel. They'll go against the 4-2 Homer Center Wildcats. You're listening and watching right here on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Tonight's opening quarter is being presented by Friends of Jim Struzzi. State Representative Jim Struzzi is proud to support our hometown teams in the 62nd District.
If you want to play bingo, the Altman Fire Hall is the place to be.
Oh, yes.
For every 6 points that's on the scoreboard for the Wildcats, if touchdowns counted on a bingo card, our friends at Altman Fireman Bingo, they know the thrill of waiting for the right number and celebrating when you win big. Play every night, every Thursday night at Altman Fire Hall, 58 7th Street in Indiana. Kicking off for the Blue Jays, Mason Brainerd, and the kick's going to get past DeArmond, who goes back to the goal line to pick it up, and to the 5, to the 10, and up to about the 12 or 13-yard line, and that's it. Tackled on the kick coverage team by Nathan Stifler, and that's not the way you want to start for Homer Center.
Bad hop on the kick. Air ball took a big hop over DeArmond. He had to go back and get it, and that was the kind of thing we were talking about. You got to avoid those kind of silly mistakes. Just misjudged the kick. See what the offense can do to get out of this hole.
Football spotted actually up at the 18-yard line. Homer Center's offense, 4 seniors, 5 juniors, and 2 sophomores. They have a man in motion and the quarterback Arone going to keep it. 25 up to the 28-yard line. On the tackle, it was Joseph Toth.
That play's worked all year long, and it gets good blocking up front, which is the key to it. It's well run also by Carson Arone. There, I got that name right.
Gain of 10. Tight end to the right is Deegan Fedoric, and they give it to Gabe Cobaugh, coming near side 30, 35, 40, and he's pushed out of bounds by cornerback Nate Stifler on the left side, a 5'9", 162-pound junior that is third on the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jay team with 31 tackles. But Gabe Cobaugh takes it 15 yards.
That's what speed will do for you. He was kind of hemmed in there, but just took one step and then broke it to the outside and got by those 2 defenders. Nice job.
Homer Center's offense averaging 134 yards rushing, 94 passing, 228, not a great number. Arone throws underneath. Caden McAnulty with the reception, and he's going to have 9 yards, inching his way into Conemaugh Valley Blue Jay territory. On the tackle, it was Billy Palmer for the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays, but a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Well, I love that play. I've been preaching that for 3 years. Short passes, quick outs, tough to stop.
Football resting at the Blue Jay 49. Blue Jays' defensive numbers not pretty. They're allowing 46 points a game, 292 yards rushing, 108 passing. And here's a pass here, throwing deep streak pattern. Riley Conemaugh can't haul it in at the 15-yard line. Broken up defensively by this strong safety, Aiden Blair.
Just going to say that there was no safety deep on that pass, and I know Carter wished he'd have led him a little more. It was just underthrown.
Carson.
Okay, Carter. Oh, jeez.
3rd down and 2 for Homer Center. First play that didn't end up in the positive column. 108 yards passing, the Blue Jay defense allows 400 overall. And Arone, read option, keeps it 40, 37-yard line. First down, knocked off his wheels by Nate Stifler, the cornerback. They are without key personnel, as we mentioned, if you tuned in late. Eric Korhut, a senior, 6'2", 192, on both sides of the ball. Really an impressive football player. He really impressed me last year when we were at Jacoby Stadium at Conemaugh Valley High School. And on the offensive side, they're missing 14 receptions for 262 yards and 3 touchdowns. Split to the left, Deegan Fedoric. Near side, bottom of your screen if you're watching Riley Conemaugh, but they give it to his brother Gabe. Big hole, 30, 25, runs through a tackle, still on his feet. Jump cut, 15 to the 10, still on his feet. Did he find the end zone? Left pylon, touchdown, Homer Center Wildcats. What a sensational run for Gabe Conemaugh, his 5th touchdown of the season, as he takes it 37 yards to the house, and the Wildcats jump out in front with an impressive 82-yard drive. It's 6-0.
That's really a great run by Gabe. It just shows you his ability to escape tackles and to make people miss. He was hemmed in a couple times. It still got into the end zone. I don't know how he did that, but big touchdown for the Wildcats' first drive.
Brady Fraser to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Carson Arone. Drew Fisher, the long snapper, and the snap is low, not handled by Arone. He is the quarterback, and he throws, but he's hit as he throws from behind by Aiden Blair, and the 2-point conversion attempt, as it turns out, is no good. But the Wildcats are on the board, 9:58 to play in the first. Homer Center 6, Conemaugh Valley nothing on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and like most of you, I find myself ready to watch some Friday night football, and this season is no different. I want to wish all our area athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and all who participate the best of luck for a safe, successful, and fun-filled season. These games wouldn't happen without the support of the community, and as a parent, I know the importance of after-school athletics and programs keeping our youth's mind and body ready to tackle life's hardest lessons. For me and my staff, good luck, and I'll be rooting for each and every one of you.
The Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club and Twin Cities Event Hall on Mill Road in Graceton continue to rise to new heights. Membership is soaring, and now's the time to join the best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County. Exciting renovations are underway, including a brand new outdoor stage and handicapped accessible parking at the hall. Enjoy a friendly atmosphere at the club, great food. Don't miss delicious pizzas every Thursday and Friday. The Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club on Mill Road in Graceton.
Let's go Wildcats!
Thank you, Jim Struzzi, for your support of amateur athletics. Brady Fraser has the football teed up for the Wildcats. He has 7 touchbacks this season. This kick is long, but not going to reach the end zone, but effective, fielded at the 2-yard line. And coming up the center of the field with the football, and a good return for the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays, Nathan Stifler, up close to the 40-yard line. Drew Fisher on the kick coverage team for Homer Center. The Luther Ford drive summary: 6 plays, 82 yards. It took 1:46. 1 for 1 on 3rd down. They picked up 4 first downs on that march.
Already, Coach Page has another thing he can work on this week.
1st and 10 Blue Jays at their own 39-yard line. 6-0 Homer Center as they jump out in front early. Empty set, they send Billy Palmer out of the backfield, and the quarterback keeps it. Xavier Tatum, his 29th rush of the season. The sophomore, 5'10", 188. They will throw a lot. He's only got 60 yards rushing, as I mentioned, and that time he is limited to 2 yards from one side of the 40 to the other, the 39 to the 41. Gabe Ruffner with the tackle. Last week, we don't know this because we were unable to track defensive stats, but when I got the stat sheet for defense, it was eye-popping. Gabe Ruffner, 16 tackles last week in that victory over Purchase Line.
He's had a good year, period.
I want to tell you about the QR code that you'll see on the screen most of the night. Tell you about that after this play is Tatum as flag flies just as the play is getting underway, and it's going to be a procedure penalty on the Blue Jays. The QR code, if you scan the QR code, you can help us out as we track where you're watching tonight's game. Just scan the QR code on your screen, and there'll be a short form to fill out, and it'll reach us in the broadcast booth, and perhaps we can say hello to you. And also, if you are watching the game on your phone and you can't do that, you can't scan the QR code while you're watching on the phone, we'll give you a direct link. We'd appreciate if you let us know where you're watching tonight's game from. We can hear from many states. Tatum throws. It's caught out here in the flat by Ethan Hill, and he's popped by Gabe Koboff. So Gabe doing it on both sides of the ball.
Brought down by number 30, Gabe Koboff.
It's going to be a loss of a yard. Or I'm sorry, after the penalty, it's a gain of 4 yards, actually. Forgot about the 5-yard mark-off. So it's 3rd down and 9.
It's a great tackle by Gabe there. Popped him, grabbed, had him wrapped up, nowhere for him to go. Nice play.
The direct link, it's not easy, but here it is. lnkr.fm/1BP3w. And now another flag before the play gets underway, and a timeout going to be called actually by Valley. 8:15 remaining in the first quarter. Scoreboard reads Wildcats 6, Conemaugh Valley nothing, and you're listening and watching on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Robindale and its affiliated companies are proud to be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility. If you would like to become a part of the Robindale team, you can contact them at 814-446-6700, extension 122, or see how Robindale can assist your business at robindale.com.
Your happy place could be a reading chair in a south-facing window, a porch for your vegetable garden, or a flower garden that gets sunshine all day. And S&T Bank wants to help you get it. With an S&T Home Equity Total Line of Credit, you can afford to make it a reality and also afford all the extras to make it perfect. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, S&T Bank opens doors. Learn more about a Home Equity Total Line of Credit at stbank.com or visit a local branch. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Man behind the formation is Justin Robine. And loading up and throwing downfield, and there's going to be interference on the Homer Center Wildcats, Deegan Fedoruk, as he shoved down the receiver. And if Deegan turns around, I think he's just going to knock that ball away, Ward.
I don't see a flag, Mark.
Oh, yeah, there's a flag.
Where? Oh, okay, I see.
Multiple flags on the play. You have an illegal shift on the offense.
Well, that's not the flag I was referencing. The one downfield's the one I was referencing.
So pass interference on Homer Center, and the Wildcats get a major break there.
Yeah, that's the one thing you got to be aware of, that the team like this is just going to throw the ball and run these streaks.
Conemaugh Valley's offense averaging just 6.3 points a game, 29 yards rushing, 126 passing, 155 overall. Sophomore quarterback Xavier Tatum takes the shotgun snap. Going to throw downfield, and it is deflected and intercepted by Brady Frazier, who has his second of the season. Brady to the 40. Brady comes to the 50. And he's going to be gang tackled right near midfield. And the Wildcats have the ball back on Brady's second interception of the season.
Beautiful intercept there. He tipped the ball and then made the catch after the tip. Not an easy thing to do, but well covered.
Let's get a replay here from the 31-yard line. And he's going to return it 19 yards to midfield.
So you can see the strategy offensively for Conemaugh Valley is to stretch the field and throw it deep, hope for the best. That time, the best didn't happen.
Under center, Carson Arone hands it off to Gabe Cobaugh, 5 yards to the Conemaugh Valley 45-yard line.
That's that diamond formation. That's what I call it anyway. It's a part of a power I formation.
Nathan
It's been
Stifler.
really good this year.
Nathan Stifler on the tackle for the Blue Jays. They mark it at the 46-yard line, so a gain of 4 for the sophomore Cobaugh. Triangle formation, triangle I. And Arone under center, done. Hands it off. Gabe Cobaugh breaks one tackle. They try stripping the ball, and he bangs his way inside the 40 to the 39-yard line for 7 yards and a first down. Joseph Toth on the tackle. Senior 6'1", 209-pounder. Toth tied for third with 31 tackles on the team. Normally, the Blue Jays starting 4 seniors, 2 juniors, 4 sophomores, and a freshman. But so many lineup changes with these injuries that they're faced with. 6:50 clock running. Wildcats leading 6-0. They have the ball at the Blue Jay 39-yard line. They go double H back to the right. And a sidecar, Gabe Cobaugh, and Arone on the read option keeps it. And Arone to the 33-yard line, maybe the 32, depending on the spot. And a solid gain on first down for Carson Arone, who entered the game 103 yards rushing, or 103 carries for 398 yards rushing, a 3.7 average and 5 touchdowns. Carson through the air, 48 of 83, 58% for 566 yards, and he's thrown only 1 interception. Wildcats have only 2 turnovers all season long, a remarkable number. It's triangle I, play action pass. Carson going to throw deep, wide open, but Caden McAnulty can't get to it, or it's a walk into the end zone for a touchdown. Arone needed a little bit more air underneath that one as the clock stops with exactly 6 minutes left.
Carson upset. He's missed 2 wide open guys. I wish they were covered. I'd nail those passes. He's really trying. What's difficult about that is you're trying to steer the ball because the guy is so open instead of just throwing it.
3rd down, 3 to go. Football at the 32, and a timeout going to be called by Homer Center. We'll take one with them with exactly 6 minutes left in the opening quarter. Wildcats 6, Blue Jays nothing on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
Center. Hey, it's always good to be ranked number 1, the gold standard of care at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge and Blairsville is once again not gone unnoticed. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge was voted the best urgent care and walk-in clinic in the Best of Indiana County contest, and it's no wonder why. They'll fast-track you with quick access to their team of medical experts located on Old Route 22 in Blairsville, where you can get in, get out, and get better. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. 3rd down and 3. Arone going to keep it. Read option comes near side, 25-20. Lowers the shoulder as a flag flies, and that's probably not good news for the home team. They've been pretty good in the penalty department too, but holding going to be called on the Homer Center Wildcats that will back them up.
was a nice run and looked like a pretty well executed play, but it didn't see where the hold occurred.
Looking at the replay here, and I looked at the monitor a little bit too late. John, can you run that one more time? And we'll see if we can. Here we go.
However, the foul did occur far enough downfield.
Looking at the on our replay monitor.
Be a Wildcat first down.
Well, that's what I thought. That was further downfield. That's why I didn't see it.
So either way, it's a 1st and 10 at the Blue Jay 27. H-back to the right is Cody Bell. Now they shift Gabe Ruffner to the left side and goes strong left, and Arone keeps it. Big hole, and he's inside the 20 down to the 15. Going to be a first down. Carson Arone, 12 yards. Tackled by Luke Levis of the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays in there defensively.
He's running that option extremely well, and there's nice holes for him to go. That's always a good sign, especially when you're a quarterback. You don't want to get hurt.
Football marked down at the 16-yard line.
Good time for a pass now.
Twins to the right, they go 2 by 2, but they hand it off. Gabe Cobaugh, gaping hole up the middle. Gabe Cobaugh lunges for the end zone, and he's going to be stopped just shy. No, it is a touchdown for the Homer Center Wildcats. From 16 yards out, Homer Center's Gabe Cobaugh, his second of the night. He's off and running, and so are the Wildcats. With 5:16 left in the first quarter, it's 12-0 Homer Center.
He's gotten better every game, Gabe has. He's learning how to run the ball, and he's been extremely difficult to bring down, as you saw there also.
16-yard run, his second of the night, 7th of the season, or 6th of the season. And the Wildcats will try to pick up that point they lost on the bad snap and go for 2. And they're going to need a timeout because I don't think they have enough personnel on the field. So timeout Wildcats. 5:16 left in the first. 2-point conversion pending. It's 12-0 Homer Center over Conemaugh Valley on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Homer City American Legion Post 493, a longtime backer of Homer Center Athletics, is pleased to be a part of today's broadcast and wishes the best of luck to the Homer Center Wildcats this season. Homer City American Legion Post 493 has served Homer City and our veterans for more than half a century. They are a staple of the community and believe in giving back. So have fun today, teams. Represent your communities well from your friends at the Homer City American Legion Post 493.
At Memorial Field. Let's get another look on the Renda Digital TV side from the 16-yard line. And Gabe Cobaugh, good job, kick-out block there. I missed the number for Homer Center, but good job by the O-line to open that up for the talented sophomore's second of the night. And he lines up as a single setback, double H-back to the right, Fraser and Cody Bell. Toss right to Gabe Cobaugh. Gabe going to be stopped shy, actually lose yardage on that 2-point conversion attempt. So 5:16 left in the first. It's now Homer Center 12 and the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays nothing on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire! Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giants got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Has it teed up. Luther Ford drive summary, 7 plays, 50 yards. It took 2 minutes and 41 seconds. High end over end kick. This one taken at the 16 or 12-yard line. And a flag flies as tackled for Conemaugh Valley. On that kick return was Ethan Hill. On the kick coverage was JT Jackson Taylor. Holding on Conemaugh Valley will back them up. Out-of-town scoreboard, end of one. Penns Manor nothing, Conemaugh Township nothing. On Renda Digital TV, Marion Center leading Northern Cambria 7-0, our U92.5 game of the week. That is still in the first quarter. So the penalty backs them up to the 16 or 17-yard line, and we have a media timeout on the field. With 5:12 left in the first quarter, Homer Center 12, Conemaugh Valley nothing on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Friday Night Lights aren't the only place you'll find excitement at Indiana Floral. Every arrangement is a celebration. From Bright School Spirit bouquets to gifts and balloons, Indiana Floral helps you cheer on your team and show someone you care. Parents, when you need flowers for birthdays, dances, or just to make someone smile, Indiana Floral is the hometown shop you can count on. Indiana Floral, fresh, fun, and always in season. Shop local. Stop by today on Warren Road or on IndianaPAFlowers.com.
The Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club and Twin Cities Event Hall on Mill Road in Graceton continue to rise to new heights. Membership is soaring, and now's the time to join the best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County. Exciting renovations are underway, including a brand new outdoor stage and handicapped accessible parking at the hall. Enjoy a friendly atmosphere at the club, great food. Don't miss delicious pizzas every Thursday and Friday. The Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club on Mill Road in Graceton.
Let's go Wildcats!
Nothing after the media timeout. Conemaugh Valley starting a drive at their own 17-yard line. Hearing from quite a few fans. We'll get to them. First of all, hello, Mark. Great hearing you and Coach Hilliard watching from Juniper, Florida. Tim Leasock checking in. Glad Coach Hilliard's still alive. Yeah, us too. No, he didn't say that. The give and fumbling the football. Let's see who has it. Does Homer Center have it? They do. See who comes out of the stack.
See, anytime Leasock calls, something good happens. You call more, Timmy.
We'll get a replay here. Ball carrier was Billy Palmer for the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays. And I think it might have been Gabe Ruffner. Yep, and it was Cody Bell on the fumble recovery.
Ruffner forced the fumble, recovered by Cody Bell, and it is the Wildcats' 1st and 10 at the Blue Jays.
Yeah, Gabe has played so well this year. He was injured early on, but he has really rebounded.
Ball at the 19-yard line, and the give to our Allied Milk Producers player of the game last week, Connor DeArmond, and he is ripped down right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a 1-yard gain. We'll see where they spot it. Joseph Toth on the tackle for the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays.
Second down.
Second down and 10, no gain for Connor DeArmond. Wildcats 2-by-2 formation. They split the tight end Caden McAnally off of the line of scrimmage to the right. And Carson Arone, read option, big hold, and he tries hurdling over a would-be tackler, Luke Levis. And Levis got enough of him to knock him down after a gain of about 3 yards. So with 4.5 minutes and the clock running in the first quarter, the Wildcats will be faced with a 3rd down and 7, leading 12-0.
Well, if they don't pick this up, they can make up for those 2 missed PATs with a field goal.
Riley Kobar, receiver to the right, and Arone shotgun snap, throws, and it's dropped by Caden McAnally. That was a difficult catch. Dropped probably wasn't a fair way of saying it. It wasn't a particularly well-thrown ball by Carson Arone, and it'll be 4th down and 7. Be a good opportunity for the Wildcats to kick a field goal because you never know down the road when you're going to need it. I would think they'll kick a 3. Well, I guess I'm wrong. They're not going to kick a 3.
I would have kicked it also.
I would have kicked a field goal for sure. That's why you have them, right?
That's why I said that, yeah.
And you never know like I said, down the road when you need that field goal, and you should give them opportunities. 4th down and 7. Motion man back toward the formations, Riley Cobaugh, and Aron back to pass. They take away the receiver to the left. He rolls to his right, still looking, throwing, end zone, and it's incomplete. And the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays will take over, intended for Drew Fisher in the corner of the end zone. Credit Conemaugh Valley.
Yeah, it was a good effort on their part. They gave the ball up deep in their own territory, and Homer just couldn't do much with it.
Might be something to ask Coach Page about, right?
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have an answer for you. But I would have tacked on those 3 points because you missed 4 on the first 2 scores, so you could recover 3.
Yeah, I'm more about the opportunity, and, special teams can play such a pivotal role, and you have a weapon, use them. 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line, and Xavier Tatum keeps the football through an opening and a couple of tough yards for Xavier. I'm going to go into message center here, and on that tackle for the Homer Center Wildcats, it was Jackson Taylor. Hello, and thank you, George Rieger, listening to tonight's game from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Renda Judish, I hope I'm saying your name right, Rhonda, from Scottsdale, Arizona.
Holy smokes.
Reminds me of our good friend Sophie Gorski, who's out in Arizona doing very well. I had a chance to talk to her earlier in the week. I'll get back to a couple more here. 2nd down and 7. And Xavier Tatum, slant in pattern, and it's caught by the Blue Jays' Nathan Stifler for a short gain. Stifler, 4 receptions coming into the game, and it'll set up 3rd down and short. And it was Brady Frazier making that tackle. Kim Cobaugh checking in from Port St. Lucie, Florida. Go Wildcats. Love Meemaw. And Kim's got to be liking Riley and Gabe's performance, especially the sophomore with a couple of touchdowns. A couple more to come. The QR code, scan it. Let us know where you're watching tonight. Everything's been just about out of state so far. And the run up the middle. And I think it's going to be short of the 1st down. And we are scrolling the direct link on the screen, too. If you are watching the game on your phone and you can't use the QR code, there's the direct link if you're watching on Renda Digital TV. It's going to be 4th down and very short. Let's see if the Blue Jays go for it. And What You Know Award, right on cue. Sophie Gorski checking in from Arizona, an official timeout. Hi, Mark. Enjoy the broadcast. I'm finally catching on to this computer stuff. I just turned 90. Sophie Gorski, our favorite from the Arizona area. Hello, Mike Montague, from Homer City, watching on YouTube. Grandson Jackson, backup DB. Well, thanks for tuning in, Mike. On this gorgeous night, we were 75 degrees at kickoff. 4th down and inches. They're hoping to get a 1st down. And Xavier Tatum, quarterback keeper. And they move the pile up, and he does have the first down for the Blue Jays as we are down to 1 minute and 46 seconds left in this first quarter with Homer Center leading 12-0.
Tatum's a big boy, and that play will work at quarterback keeper.
Sophomore 5'10", 188-pounder. Ben and Amy DeStefano. Frazier in parentheses, watching up in Erie, Pennsylvania, tuning in every week, cheering on Brady and the Wildcats. Thank you so much, Ben and Amy. Glad to have you on board tonight. Brian Vorhos from Indiana, watching the game. Get back to a couple more. Let us know where you're watching with scanning the QR code on the screen. Tatum going to keep it. Tatum going to be tackled for a loss. Cody Bell. And also Gabe Ruffner.
Cody Bell's been playing so well as a defensive tackle there. Made a nice play there.
Jamie Shiring watching in Indiana, PA.
Clean up the Indiana. Holy smokes.
Dallas, North Carolina. Got the first name, Rin, watching tonight's Wildcats and Blue Jays contest. Jesse Snowball watching Let's Go Homer. Thank you, Jesse. If you're a Blue Jay fan, feel free to let us know as well. Here's Tatum throwing deep downfield, and Frazier almost with a second pick. Step-for-step coverage with Nathan Stifler. So it'll be third down and about 11 to go with 28 ticks on the first quarter clock. It's been a pretty good one for Homer Center.
Yeah, well covered on that play. It doesn't hurt to do that. If you're Conemaugh Valley, just one breakdown, that could result in a touchdown.
Grand Beginnings Children's Center donating dollars for every point scored across our Indiana County radio network. We started the night with $1,003, 12 points here, and we have 7 at Marion Center, so there's another $19. Takes us up to $1,022 for the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. Xavier Tatum, they look to set up a middle screen, and it's picked off. Cody Bell, his second pick six of the season, as he returns it to make it 18-0. Cody Bell with 21 seconds left in the first quarter, his second pick six of the season from about 15 yards out, and it's 18-0 Homer Center. He read it like a book.
Oh, he sure did. He was right there. He looked like the intended receiver.
Actually 22 yards on the pick six, and the Wildcats will kick the extra point out of the hold of Carson Arone. Drew Fisher, the long snapper. Brady, 12 of 14 this season. Snap is good, put down, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Wildcats force a second turnover. This one was returned, a pick six from Cody Bell to make it 19-0 now after the extra point. 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Coming back to Memorial Field after this on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
Cody Bell, pick six, his second of the season to make it 19-0 with 21 seconds left. Brady Frazier tacking on the extra point.
That's the kind of start I'm sure Coach Page wanted to see. The offense isn't working, the defense picked them up. That's a good team. And this team is starting to become a good football team.
Tough situation for first-year head coach Joel Holsopple.
Yeah, you can't
small
lose
roster
those
to begin with.
Yeah, you got very few players, and then you lose some key ones. It's almost impossible.
Brady Frazier has it teed up, and the kick, good one. Ooh. End over end, going to drive him back near the goal line. Takes it at the 1 yard line to the 15. To the 20, and down goes Stifler. On the kick coverage for the Homer Center Wildcats was Hayden Bentz. Hayden Bentz is a good role player, and he's going to be a good football player for Homer Center. It'd be a good opportunity, I think, tonight if this game continues to unfold the way it is, to get some of your key reserves in to get them quality playing time.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Mark. And you avoid injury, too, by doing that. These guys are certainly, the younger players are starting to show some signs, too, that they're going to be really positive additions in the coming years.
Tatum from the gun. He sends Billy Palmer out of the backfield, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to be tackled, and down he goes for a loss. Jackson Taylor, Hayden Bentz in there defensively, Caden McAnulty. They do have a few linemen, Homer Center, with just some bumps and bruises and sprained ankles, so this will be a good game to maybe get some reserves in and strengthen yourself for down the road. Good first quarter, as expected, for Homer Center. They just have Conemaugh Valley outmanned here tonight. It's 19-0. Wildcats over the Blue Jays, thanks to friends of Jim Struzzi for making the first quarter possible on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
The second quarter is presented by Indiana Floral and Flower Boutique. Let their flowers speak without saying a word.
Valley, second down and 12 as we start the second quarter of action on this gorgeous night at Memorial Field. And Xavier Tatum going to just throw deep downfield, and he overshoots everybody by a long shot intended for Nathan Stifler, streaking down the left sideline. A lot of people don't realize, if you tuned in late, we mentioned it on the pregame, that Conemaugh Valley is a co-op situation, much like United Valley and Blacklick Valley. And Conemaugh Valley co-op with Ferndale. And it wasn't too many years ago, Ferndale had a pretty good football program. I remember in the playoffs, they brought a really good team here, and they were slowed down. I'm not saying that it won, but it was such a mud fest that it really took everything away from both teams. Third down and 12 for the Blue Jays. Football at their own 20. Tatum throws. You can see this kid has a good arm. Once he's able to rein things in and he gets personnel around him, he's going to be a good football player. Again,
nobody there, so there was a misread.
Stifler, the intended receiver, but again, two Wildcats running right with him. And, it's been a tough situation from a protection standpoint, too.
Well, again,
Hunter is Mason Bernard. Gabe Cobaugh, Brady Frazier stand back at around midfield. Long snapper is Stifler. And the snap is true. No pressure. Line drive kick. They kick away, and it's going to go out of bounds right near midfield, exactly at midfield. 26-yard punt.
It's about 3-down territory for the Wildcats. You're Conemaugh Valley. You have very limited options offensively, especially when you're not being able to run the ball. And those little 3-yard outs or 3-yard curls, things like that, just to keep the ball moving forward. These long passes are fine if you get them, but.
First quarter stats brought to you by First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first. Rushing, Conemaugh Valley 6 attempts, 4 yards. They were 2 for 5 passing for 9 yards. 11 plays, 13 yards overall. Homer Center, 12 rushes, 137 yards, and a couple of touchdowns. Carson Arone, 1 of 5 passing for 8 yards. 17 plays, 145 yards for Homer Center. Time of possession, 6:25 to 5:35 in favor of Homer Center. 2 turnovers, both belonging to the Blue Jays. Here's Connor DeArmond lowering the shoulder, and he has 5 or 6 yards to the Conemaugh Valley 44-yard line, where Nathan Stifler, this kid's been everywhere tonight for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, they still have some players over there, just very limited number. Looks like time for a little Riley Cobaugh. We got an official timeout here.
A couple of somebody's going to have to come out. Gabe Ruffner, Michael Costello watching the game. I know that young man in Yankeetown, Pennsylvania. That's a Homer City
clean
suburb.
over to Yankeetown, yeah.
Hashtag Wildcat proud.
Got to cross the river to get up here.
A lot of good athletes. His grandkids don't keep him busy at all. Vicky and Steve Ross watching up in Luzerne Mines, watching the Wildcats from home. Go get them, Wildcats. Our little grandson, Connor DeArmond. And here's Arone, big hole, 40, 35, 30, right down the hash marks to the end zone. for 44 yards and a touchdown for Carson Arone. And the Wildcats lead at 25-0 as Carson Arone picks up his 6th rushing touchdown of the season from 44 yards out. And it's 25-zip Homer.
Oh, it's a great blocking on the left side. And he's had so much success with this option. That just opened up. You could have drove a semi through there. Good run, good call.
Attempting the extra point, of course, will be Brady Frazier out of the hold of Carson Arone, who catches his breath. Drew Fisher, the long snapper, the right-footed soccer-style kicker, who's been to a couple of camps in the state of Tennessee at University of Tennessee, puts this one right through the uprights. It is good, no problem. 11:02 left in the first half. It's Homer Center 26 and the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays nothing, and you're listening and watching on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
It's Dowd's 75th anniversary, and to show our appreciation, we're offering special anniversary savings to our friends and customers. Right now at Dowd's, get 75th anniversary savings up to 40% on custom orders, and even bigger savings on floor samples. Whether you're looking for new furnishings for one room or for your entire home, our 75th anniversary pricing can save you thousands.
Hurry in for huge savings at Dowd's of Plumville and Dowd's of Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowd's?
To Indiana Floral and Flower Boutique. If you need flowers for any occasion, that's the place to go in Indiana. They deliver all over Indiana County. Great people, and we understand they're getting good reaction, so we are thankful for that as well. Brady Frazier puts this one in the end zone for his 8th touchback of the season, and Conemaugh Valley will start this next possession down 26 points with 11:02 left here in the first half. At the 20-yard line. Word last time Homer Center had a Mercy Rule win was October 28th of 2022, 45-3 at Myersdale. Unfortunately, they've had 4 Mercy Rule losses
against
since then.
us. Yeah, and we were there at Myersdale, were we not? They're pretty good this year.
Yeah, that was the night that I left without the headsets.
We don't have any problems here.
We could have screamed. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Xavier Tatum takes the shotgun snap up the middle. He's going to be hit and hit pretty hard, but he's a strong young man. He's not giving up on it, and he takes the football for about 3 yards.
They're just trying to find something that'll work, keep the ball a little bit.
The officials tonight. Referee is Frank Garetano, umpire Andrew Brown, linesman our own Jason Hill, our sales manager at Renda Media, line judge John Nepsha, field judge is Bill Sheehan, and Joel Brown is the side judge. And I'll mention something else about officiating after this next play, which is a 2nd down and 8. They go empty with trips to the left, twins to the right toward the Wildcat bench. They operate toward the south end zone. Tatum throws out in the flat, and it's incomplete. And Stifler was bumped into by Gabe Cobaugh, but he was not the intended receiver. The intended receiver was Justin Robine. This is the 5th annual PIAA Sports Official Appreciation Week. Actually gets underway October 5th and runs through the 11th. I'm going to do a video interview on Wednesday with Pat Gephardt, one of the executive directors of the PIAA, to talk about Officials Appreciation Week. We'll have it next weekend for you from West Shamokin. But the officials, they have a tough job. They play a vital role in all of the many sports across the Commonwealth for the PIAA, and we salute them all. 2nd down and 10, and the pass is over the head of the intended receiver, and then a late attempt at it by Brady Frazier. Just quoting one of the district chairmen, games can't be played without sports officials, says Frank Majikes from the Piatabue District 2. Their unwavering efforts need to be recognized and given the well-deserved appreciation for all they do for Pennsylvania student athletes. It's a time to celebrate and thank officials for their tireless efforts, and I couldn't agree more. They have a very difficult job. Sometimes they put up with unnecessary comments from the stands, and we truly do salute them all. And there's a way for you to become an official, too, that we can tell you about. No matter what the sport, they need help. Flag on the play, Ward, and that was what, a procedure?
Illegal sub. I totally agree with that, Mark. This game's getting faster. Unfortunately, the officials are getting older, and it's tough to run with these kids. They can move.
Punt for Valley taken by Frazier at the 44-yard line, and Brady to the 35 to the 34-yard line. Maybe would have been wise bouncing that toward the far sideline, and he might still be running. On the punt coverage was Justin Robine for the Blue Jays.
Didn't look like he had a lot of blocking ahead of him, though. Hey, it's tough to see what they see from up here. I've scored a lot of touchdowns from here.
10:02 left, so the Blue Jays possess the ball for exactly 60 seconds.
Yeah, it's been a solid half for the Wildcats. There's nothing more you could say about it. They've moved the ball well. They've kept Conemaugh Valley from moving the ball, and they've scored.
Let us know where you're watching today's game. Just scan the QR code on the Renda Digital TV screen if you are watching. And, of course, we realize there's a lot of people listening on WCCS AM and FM. Gabe Cobaugh with the football and dragged down from behind by Reese Rager of the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays, a freshman, 5'10", 153. When they are fully staffed without these injuries and some guys out of the lineup for various reasons, they have a roster of 29. By class, 13 of the 29 are seniors, 6 juniors, 7 sophomores, and only 3 freshmen, which is pretty scary.
Yeah, they're going to have to
recruit.
Get down to Ferndale and run through the streets.
Can always dip into the Bishop Guilfoyle playbook and start recruiting.
Yeah.
Pass underneath to Caden McAnulty, and McAnulty hauls it in for Marone and should be good for a first down for the Homer Center Wildcats. Nathan Stifler on the tackle for the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays. Had the pleasure of talking to one of the assistant coaches for the Blue Jays who watches a lot of our games after the fact. Ward, he was very complimentary of our video coverage led by our digital producer John Smathers and our broadcast crew, and we thank him for that. It means a lot when we get the feedback like we're even getting tonight from the many fans around the country tuned into tonight's game. Sidecar left is Gabe Cobaugh. Gabe gets the handoff, dances through a nice little opening, on his feet at the 15, still on his feet fighting for an extra yard down to the 10, maybe even the 9-yard line. Outstanding run by the sophomore who's having himself quite a first half here. Gabe Cobaugh. It's going to set up first and goal for the Homer Center Wildcats.
Yeah, I said he's learning how to run. You saw it right there. Nice little spin move out of a tackle. That makes a kid tough to bring down. He's tough to bring down anyway. So that little spin move got him a few more yards.
Gabe Cobaugh right up to date. 7 carries, 92 yards. Carson Arone has 103 already. Gabe Cobaugh, sidecar to the right. The sophomore to the right of the junior Q, Carson Arone, and Gabe gets the handoff. Gabe spins down at the 5, maybe the 4-yard line as he looks for touchdown number 3 here tonight. On the tackle, it was Billy Palmer for the Blue Jays. And the Wildcats, Ward, they're having their way. 8 minutes left here in the first quarter, leading 26-0. It's a tough situation for a depleted Conemaugh Valley Blue Jay team without 5 starters tonight. Eric Korhut, the biggest name among them. A heck of a football player, and you feel for them, but Homer Center, unfortunately, they've been in this situation.
The last couple of years it's been this way.
Last year was ridiculous with injuries. And Carson Arone, read option, goal line, touchdown, Homer Center on a 2nd and goal. Carson Arone has his 2nd touchdown of the night to match Gabe Cobaugh from 5 yards out. with 7:33 left here in the first half. It's now Homer Center 32 and the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays nothing.
Well, that opened up beautifully. All Carson had to do was hold on to the football and run it in. Great job. Offensive line, they're my players of the game here tonight.
Brady Frazier to attempt another extra point. Snap from Drew Fisher is good. It's put down, and the kick is absolutely drilled through the uprights. The total operation is good. The snap was good, the hold was good, and the kick is good. And it's 33-0 Homer Center with 7:33 left in the first half right here on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire! Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or J4, the Mitsubishi Giants got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Town scoreboard, WPIAL, halftime, Hampton 21, Indiana 7. End of first back in the Heritage. Cambria Heights 15, Portage 6. River Valley leading Purchase Line 7-0. A lot of emotions for Ed Dalton. That's where it all started about 38 years ago at Purchase Line. Coach Dalton taking his River Valley Panthers there tonight. Kickoff taken at the 13-yard line, and with the football, it is Ethan Hill, and Hill over the 35-yard line, and the Blue Jays will have decent operating position. End of the first quarter, but now actually in the second as we have it on here in the booth on our second monitor. It's Marion Center 14 and the Northern Cambria Colts 6. By the way, on the kick coverage tackle for the Homer Center Wildcats, JT Jackson Taylor. And a Blue Jay, just what they need, another injury. End of one. How about this? West Shamokin winless. Nothing. United Valley, nothing. West Shamokin has some big kids, and fortunately for the Blue Jays, Ethan Hill is getting up and walking off the field under his own power. End of one, Penns Manor, Conemaugh Township were scoreless. I mentioned officials. If you're ever thinking of becoming a high school official, you want to make some extra cash, and it doesn't pay badly. How about making money while staying in shape and enjoying high school sports? You can get a workout while earning income. How about it if you and your friends become PIAA officials together? PIAA application fees are waived for students. Applicants must be at least 16 years of age. Go to PIAA.org for more information today and just click on the patch. And we salute all of the officials during Officials Recognition Week. Billy Palmer with the handoff and around the right end for 1 year. Or 1 yard. Are you guys thinking of becoming officials? Yeah, Don and Denny Mester. I think I have them all but convinced. A gain of a yard. Wildcats, speaking of that scoreless matchup at West Shamokin with the Lions and Wolves, that's where Homer Center will be next week.
Yeah, that's not going to be an easy task either. Tough place to play, and they do have a big team. So they may be able to scratch out one here if Wildcats aren't careful.
2nd down and 9. And Billy Palmer on the carry for the Blue Jays.
Defense is really playing, especially the run defense, Mark. I'm impressed. They're just stuffing everything.
Caden McAnulty with the tackle. Ward, do you know what happened 728 days ago from tonight? Do you know what happened 728 days ago?
Yai from Yai is double Yai. That's 2 years. No, I wasn't born then.
728 days ago, Ward. I'll let you think about it. We'll get back to it after this play. Sidecar to the right of Xavier Tatum. is Billy Palmer, and Tatum looking to pass. Pocket collapses, and he's going to be sacked as Jackson Taylor and others have him. Gabe Ruffner, Caden McAnulty in there. And the Blue Jays are going to have to punt it away. 728 days ago. Come on.
Loss of almost 7 yards. It'll bring up 4th down.
Couldn't have been when Conemaugh Valley put it on us here.
Nope. We'll tell you after the punt. Actually, we're going to have immediate timeout after the punt. Well, for Homer Center, let's hope what goes around doesn't come back around next Friday when they travel to West Shamokin, because 728 days ago, the Wolves' last victory, they've lost 18 games in a row, dates back to October 13th of 2023, a 27-24 victory over Homer Center. That's the last time West Shamokin won. Punt picked up by Brady Frazier. Gives ground to the 30, makes a move, 35, going to be tackled at about the 37-yard line, and we will have immediate timeout after a 34-yard punt and a short return from Frazier. It's 33-0, Homer Center over the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays, and you're listening and watching on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
The Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club and Twin Cities Event Hall on Mill Road in Graceton continue to rise to new heights. Membership is soaring, and now's the time to join the best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County. Exciting renovations are underway, including a brand new outdoor stage and handicapped accessible parking at the hall. Enjoy a friendly atmosphere at the club, great food. Don't miss delicious pizzas every Thursday and Friday. The Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club on Mill Road in Graceton.
Let's go Wildcats!
Flower Boutique and Indiana Floral last week on the field. Heard about that, and they've been very busy up there. Glad to have them on board as our second quarter sponsor this season.
Well, I'm thinking of it. Quick happy birthday out to Mark Hilliard, who's doing the Indiana game tonight. Tomorrow is his birthday.
Happy birthday. Saw him yesterday at a chamber event. Arone going to give to the wing around from the left end to the right. Connor DeArmond is hit from behind and dropped at the 31 or 32-yard line. On the tackle was Tanner Weimer of the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays.
Look at that moon up there. That's a pretty bright moon, but it's a three-quarter. What do they call a three-quarter moon?
I'd say a quarter's missing. Second down and a yard. It's a full moon with a quarter missing is what they call that.
Oh.
We're October 3rd. Can you believe kickoff? It was 75 degrees.
Yeah, it's still been pretty nice.
We'll have post-game reaction down on the field with Coach Page and a couple of players. Is Carson Arone going to keep it? And this time Carson Arone is bent back, and that's dangerous at times on those tackles. Making the tackle, George Weimer, a senior 6 foot, 214-pounder. Maybe lost a half yard. Going to be third down and short for Homer Center inside of 4 minutes to play. You know, Homer Center last week, they won their 450th game in program history. My records date back to 1923. Coach Page has 118 of the 450. That's 26%. I told him if he could coach another 30 years, he could have like half of the victories.
That's a good bid he's already got.
They're going to go back to they're going to go the opposite way with misdirection, and Arone might be off to the races. He's at midfield. He's to the 40. He's down the left sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, 69 yards for Carson Arone, his third of the night, and the Wildcats now lead 39-0. Conemaugh Valley Blue Jay defense completely fooled on that play, and the Wildcats are blowing the doors off of Conemaugh Valley, this depleted Blue Jay team.
Yeah, that was a fake reverse. Couldn't have worked better. Kind of stuff you do in the backyard, and that just blew wide open, and you can see Carson there. He's just trotting down the field having a good old time. You better enjoy the night, huh, Mark?
Yeah, it'll get tougher down the road. Be a good opportunity in the second half to get some youngsters in for Homer Center. Brady Frazier will attempt another extra point. Snap a bit high, but it's put down by Arone. And the kick is up, and it is good. With 3:20 left in the first half, it's Homer Center 40 and the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays nothing. You're listening and watching thanks to the Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club on Renda Digital TV, right here on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Wildcats have had 4, 5, 6, 7 possessions, and they've scored on 6 of the 7. So I think on the post-game show, I'll start with Coach Page. What about not kicking the field goal? Drive summary: 3 plays, 78 yards. It took 141, and the kick into the end zone for another touchback for Brady Frazier. And Conemaugh Valley with 3:20.
You're digging for controversy somewhere along the line.
You have to do it, Ward. You just have to do it.
This has been a terrific first half, and like I said, the rest of the way, they're going to need something like this to help carry them.
Blue Jays are under first-year head coach Joel Holsopple, who replaced Matthew Kent. And you have to feel for Joel and the coaching staff, what they're going through. I know they're going to work awfully hard to get it turned around. There's been winning days at Conemaugh Valley.
Oh, yes. There's good talent out there.
I think something's going to have to change in the Heritage Conference, too, and we'll talk about that as we move forward. As Xavier Tatum, the sophomore quarterback, has a protector in there, Palmer, and he throws out in the flat little bubble screen, and the pass is caught by Nathan Stifler, but a very short gain for Homer Center, making that tackle, Riley Cobaugh. Holsopple has been around the block, if you will. He served on staffs at Berlin Brothers Valley for 6 years, Greater Johnstown, Portage, Somerset, and Central Cambria, as well as in North Garrett, Maryland. So, Joel, hang in there. Better days ahead. We wish you the best moving forward.
Those are some good programs.
Second down 8 for Conemaugh Valley. They send a motion man out of the backfield, Hill, and boy, Gabe Cobaugh read that little flare pass out in the left flat and almost had himself a pick six. United Valley trailing West Shamokin 7-0.
Wow.
Late in the second quarter. Did I mention what happened 728 days ago?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about that. Another one I didn't remember. You know, I'm old. I don't remember everything like I used to.
The Blue Jays made the playoffs back in 2020 and 2021. So, you know, they have a track record, a long-standing program, but they've won only 5 games, going 5-30 since that 2021 playoff team. Third down and long. Tatum throws out in the flat. Pass is caught and forced out of bounds by Brady Frazier is Robine, the receiver. Justin Robine, a junior, 6 foot, 139 pounds. Ward, my charts I have here in the booth, I think it's a typo. I have him at 6'9".
He must have lost a few inches there.
Fourth down and 4. Let's see what the Blue Jays do here. And they're just going to line up and go for it. And I have a feeling what's going to happen on the other side if Homer Center gets the ball back here. I will predict Homer Center will not score another touchdown. I might be wrong. We'll see. You have to run plays. Homer almost jumped offside, and now a timeout going to be called by Conemaugh Valley. We're going to keep it right here for now and say a lot can happen to kids after hours and not just on the gridiron. Babies get fevers. Children step on glass. Ward Hilliard falls down at the Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club after eating pizza. You just never know. Athletes twist their ankles. If your child or teen needs care and your doctor's office is closed, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge is open 7 days a week from 8 till 8. Since 2009, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, Old Route 22 in Blairsville, where you can get in, get out, get better. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge voted Best Urgent Care and Walk-In Clinic in the Best of Indiana County contest. Ward, what I wanted to get into is something, and I've been preaching about this for a couple of years now, longer actually, but again, AA dominance. You know, some of these schools double the enrollment of the single-A brethren. The top 3 teams in the Heritage Conference are all larger AA schools, and like in the past few years, it's no surprise they continue to dominate. Consider that Marion Center, Cambria Heights, and River Valley are a combined 11-0 against Class A competition, outscoring those teams 405 to 122. That's not a coincidence.
No, that's pretty obvious.
Fourth down and short, pass intended for Stifler, incomplete, and it'll be interference called on the Homer Center Wildcats, and that will keep the drive alive for the Blue Jays. Now, if you factor in United Valley, also a Class AA team, that record jumps to 14-1, and the AA teams have outscored the single A's 515 to 181. The one exception was the Wildcats' come from behind win over United right here at Memorial Field in week 2. So last year those numbers were maybe even a little bit worse as far as total scores go. But it's not a good situation. It's just not good. I think you need a small school division, a large school division, and go out and play some non-conference games where, you know, my stance going way, way back is in District 6, with the exception of Guilfoyle. Get them the hell out of Class A and set up sections like the WPIAL. It's not even healthy, to be honest with you, with some of the stuff that goes on. In Conemaugh Valley, as Tatum keeps the football for a short game, brought down by Cody Bell. You look at the schedule coming up, and Conemaugh Valley has to go to River Valley next week after this.
Wow.
West Shamokin is the next opponent, and then they finish up at Conemaugh Township. So, you know, River Valley, physical team. They play linemen, you know, 2 sets of linemen offensively and defensively. They just wear you down. It needs looked at, conference officials. It really does. 2nd down and 8. Sidecar to the right is Billy Palmer, the sophomore quarterback, Xavier Tatum. Little bubble screen out in the flat to Ethan Hill. Wildcats are going to drag him down. Gabe Cobaugh tackles him for a loss back to the 40-yard line with 90 seconds. Clock continuing to run here in the second quarter with Homer Center leading 40-0.
Defense just played overwhelmingly well here.
So 3rd down and about 12 to go.
Just to piggyback onto what you said, Mark, I think it's a good idea, and you also said that you could split this up very evenly into 2 sections.
You do have, there's 12 teams in the Heritage Conference there. I thought Conemaugh Township was double A, but they're actually single A. So there's 7 single A's and 5 double A's, but there'll be a new cycle coming out next year, so we'll see how that happens. Here's Tatum throwing down the left sideline, intercepted. Interception number 2 for Frazier. Up the sideline in front of the Blue Jays bench to the 40 to midfield into the Blue Jay 40-yard line, where the Wildcats with 39 seconds are going to take over and probably take a knee and head to the locker room.
It's a good play. Brady's played very well as a D-back here. He's played all those passes perfectly. That time was a good example.
Xavier Tatum, by the way, I don't think I mentioned his numbers, and I'm not sure their stats were totally up to date, but 58 of 109, 53% for 737 yards and 5 touchdowns coming in, but he has thrown quite a few interceptions, and he's thrown 2 tonight.
I think a product of that is it just doesn't have the protection. So
yes,
he
exactly.
Catches it, picks a guy, and throws it.
But you can see the talent.
Oh, that most definitely. It's a big boy, as I said.
Timeout called by Homer Center. We'll take our final timeout of the half as well. With 39 seconds left in the first half, all Homer Center. Wildcats 40, Blue Jays nothing on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Hands it off to Connor DeArmond, who is tackled right near the line of scrimmage for the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays, making the stop Reese Rager, and we have just witnessed the final play of the first half. Stay with us for our ITT halftime report. A great first half for Homer Center, be it against a very depleted, injury-depleted, shorthanded team in the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays. It's Homer Center 40 and the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays nothing. Our ITT halftime show gets underway after this on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted best physical therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
Life is full throttle, front wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercrafts, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire. Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giant's got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
If you're out for business or vacation, your pet's world is turned upside down. Minimize the stress to them by keeping them in their routine with your personal pet sitter. From visits to dog walking, from bathing, medicine administration to overnight stays, your pet is in good hands. They can even stay the night if you need them to. Bonded, insured, and Red Cross trained. When you can't be there, your personal pet sitter is there for you. See what I did there? Schedule your personal pet sitter today. 724-388-5859.
Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Welcome you back to Memorial Field on this unbelievably warm night in early October. 75 degrees at kickoff. It's been all Homer Center, 40-0, as we welcome you back into our S&T Bank broadcast booth. People Forward Banking, S&T Bank. The Homer Center Wildcats scored 19 points in the first quarter, 21 points in the second quarter. They scored on 7 of their 8 possessions, or 6 of their 7 possessions, I guess it would have been. And instead of going through it drive by drive, our studio engineer, our executive producer of Wildcat Sports back at the WCCS studios, Michael Bertig, he strung together the replays, and here's how the first half unfolded here on WCCS and on Renda Digital TV. Near side, bottom of your screen, if you're watching Riley Cobaugh, but they give it to his brother Gabe. Big hole, 30, 25, runs through a tackle, still on his feet. Jump cut, 15, to the 10, still on his feet. Did he find the end zone? Left pylon, touchdown, Homer Center Wildcats. What a sensational run for Gabe Cobaugh, his 5th touchdown of the season, as he takes it 37 yards to the house, and the Wildcats jump out in front with an impressive 82-yard drive. It's 6-0. Twins to the right, they go 2 by 2, but they hand it off. Gabe Cobaugh, gaping hole up the middle. Gabe Cobaugh lunges for the end zone, and he's going to be stopped just shy. No, it is a touchdown for the Homer Center Wildcats. From 16 yards out, Homer Center's Gabe Cobaugh, his 2nd of the night. He's off and running, and so are the Wildcats. With 5:16 left in the first quarter, it's 12-0 Homer Center. Xavier Tatum, they look to set up a middle screen, and it's picked off. Cody Bell, his 2nd pick 6 of the season, as he returns it to make it 18-0. Cody Bell with 21 seconds left in the first quarter, his 2nd pick 6 of the season from about 15 yards out, and it's 18-0 Homer Center. He read it like a book. And here's a road big hole, 40, 35, 30, right down the hash marks to the end zone for 44 yards and a touchdown for Carson Arone. And the Wildcats lead at 25-0 as Carson Arone picks up his 6th rushing touchdown of the season from 44 yards out. And it's 25-zip Homer. Carson Arone, read option, goal line, touchdown, Homer Center on a 2nd and goal. Carson Arone has his 2nd touchdown of the night to match Gabe Cobaugh from 5 yards out. With 7:33 left here in the first half, it's now Homer Center 32 and the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays nothing. They're going to go back to, no, they're going to go the opposite way with misdirection, and Arone might be off to the races. He's at midfield, he's to the 40, he's down the left sideline, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, 69 yards for Carson Arone, his 3rd of the night, and the Wildcats now lead 39-0. Conemaugh Valley Blue Jay defense completely fooled on that play, and the Wildcats are blowing the doors off of Conemaugh Valley, this depleted Blue Jay. Brady Frazier added the extra point to make it 40-0 at the half. We're going to check the stats when the ITT halftime report continues from Memorial Field. Homer Center 40, Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays nothing on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Luxembourg's Jewelers would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. Luxembourg's is excited to celebrate the grand reopening of their downtown Indiana location at 621 Philadelphia Street. Along with the Indiana Mall store, Luxembourg's Jewelers is still the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautiful logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Lots of people still don't realize the benefits of chiropractic health care. It improves balance, muscle flexibility, joints, improves range of motion, athletic coordination, and helps the body recover faster. Many professional athletes use chiropractic health care to improve performance and prevent injuries. See the difference Maine's Chiropractic can make for you. Maine's Chiropractic, Main Street, Homer City. Adjusting today for a better tomorrow.
Your happy place could be a reading chair in a south-facing window, a porch for your vegetable garden, or a flower garden that gets sunshine all day. And S&T Bank wants to help you get it. With an S&T Home Equity Total Line of Credit, you can afford to make it a reality and also afford all the extras to make it perfect. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, S&T Bank opens doors. Learn more about a Home Equity Total Line of Credit at stbank.com or visit a local branch. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
People forward banking, S&T Bank. Ward, let's rip through those stats.
Yeah, they're pretty lean when you're talking about Conemaugh Valley. Xavier Tatum, 9 carries, just 1 yard. Billy Palmer had 2 carries, 1 yard. And then Hill had 1 carry for -4. They had 12 attempts for -2 rushing yards through the air, 4 of 13 for Tatum, with 3 interceptions for 16 yards. The total yardage here, and here it is, -2 through on the ground and 16 through the air, 14 total yards for Conemaugh Valley. Wow, we've been there though. For Homer Center, Carson Run, huge night, 9 carries, 172 yards, 3 touchdowns. Gabe Colbaugh, 8 carries, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. Connor DeArmond, 4 carries, 14 yards, 21 carries, 282 yards, and I think it's 5 TDs. Jerry had 4. I think it was 5.
Yeah, Carson Arone had 3.
Yeah, and through the air, Arone just 2 of 6 for 18 yards passing. Didn't really need to do that. So 282 on the ground, 18 through the air, 300 total yards. The interesting thing, Mark, time of possession was in favor of Conemaugh Valley.
Yep.
Homer didn't take long to score. That's why that is.
40-0 is what it all adds up to. Hey, for the 3rd straight season, Grand Beginnings Children's Center throwing a touchdown pass for the kids, helping Renda Media's Teddy Bear Fund Drive, helping us to fund child health care at IRMC and Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh. They're donating $1 for every point scored in each game we broadcast across our radio network. We're updating it as we go along. $1,003 entering tonight, 40 points here. So, Grand Beginnings, we say thank you for helping the Teddy Bear Fun Drive, Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations teaching children to shine since 1991. And also for mainly the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jay fans, we want to let you know that IRMC at Nanny Glow is welcoming new primary care patients located at 3840 William Penn Avenue. Suite 3 in Nanny Glow, comprehensive care, routine checkups, and preventative care, along with visits when you're feeling under the weather, management of chronic conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, and asthma, treatment for minor illnesses and injuries. You can meet their providers, Dr. V.J. Malhotra, and also Michael Jungwa. When he was
Irish
in Indiana, now Michael Jungwa, Polish, he likes polka music. That's why I like Michael Jungwa. You can call to schedule an appointment at 814-749-3572. That's 814-749-3592 for all you Blue Jay fans that might be listening or watching tonight. Keep them in mind. The ever-growing IRMC now in Nanny Glow with some outstanding physicians and physicians' assistants at that location. Our IRMC ITT halftime show will continue with the score: Wildcats 40, Blue Jays nothing. You're listening and watching on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
I'm State Senator Joe Pitton, wishing all students who participate in extracurricular activities every success in the classroom and on the field. The teamwork and leadership skills you learn today will serve you and our entire community well in the years ahead. We need future leaders prepared to step forward and make our region a better place to live, work, and raise a family. I'm proud of the work and effort you are putting forth. Have fun, be safe, and enjoy the season.
Paid for by Friends of Joe.
The Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club and Twin Cities Event Hall on Mill Road in Graceton continue to rise to new heights. Membership is soaring, and now's the time to join the best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County. Exciting renovations are underway, including a brand new outdoor stage and handicapped accessible parking at the hall. Enjoy a friendly atmosphere at the club, great food. Don't miss delicious pizzas every Thursday and Friday. The Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club on Mill Road in Graceton.
Let's go Wildcats!
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Life is full of rocks, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercraft, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So Good Patient Care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
On the field tonight, it's all about power, teamwork, and determination. The same spirit driving Homer City redevelopment. And just like our community is powering up for the future, Homer City Redevelopment wishes all of the players, coaches, and fans a healthy, successful football season. While this game may be in the fourth quarter, for Homer City Redevelopment, they're just getting started, because for Indiana County, we all feel the best is yet to come. And you can read all about it in the Renda Media Best of Indiana County magazine. The Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club and Twin Cities Event Hall on Mill Road in Graceton continue to rise to new heights. Membership is soaring, and now's the time to join the best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County. Exciting renovations are underway, including a brand new outdoor stage and handicapped accessible parking at the hall. Enjoy a friendly atmosphere at the club, great food. Don't miss delicious pizzas every Thursday and Friday. The Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club on Mill Road in Graceton.
Let's go Wildcats!
Snaps good. The pass is caught. Touchdown!
Just like a winning team, Integrated Power Services knows it takes dedication,
teamwork, and vision to succeed. That's why IPS proudly supports our local high schools in both academics and athletics. Because whether it's the classroom, the court, or the end zone, excellence starts with commitment. Here's to a bright future and a winning season. From your friends at IPS, Integrated Power Services. Respond, rethink, resolve.
Welcome back to Memorial Field from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. People forward banking. S&T Bank. Let's get right to the out-of-town scoreboard with Homer Center leading here 40-0. Halftime, Indiana trailing Hampton 21-7. Halftime, River Valley 21, Purchase Line 0. Ed Dalton's return to Purchase Line, where it all started back in 1987. Halftime, Penns Manor and Conemaugh Township were scoreless. And let's see, Northern Cambria and Marion Center. We have that one in the booth. It's in the third quarter, I believe. It's 21-12. Marion Center looking to go 7-0. And the Northern Cambria Colts entering action with a 3-3 record. They could fall under 500. Halftime, United Valley got their game in gear. As they say in hockey, they found their game. It's United Valley 28, winless West Shamokin 0 at the break.
What?
And
oh, that was tied.
It was 0-0 for a long time. And at halftime, Cambria Heights also has opened it up against Portage. 38-6.
Wow.
We're going to come back with more. Final time breaking on the ITT halftime show with Homer Center leading 40-0. Homer Center Junior Senior High School Marching Band performing out on the field on this gorgeous night for football. We'll be traveling to West Shamokin next Friday night, airtime 6:15. Don't forget the QR code. When you see it on the screen, you can let us know where you're watching tonight's game. And occasionally we'll scroll the link too. And if you're watching on your phone and can't use the QR code, we'll give you the link too from time to time in the second half. I'm going to try to acknowledge some of those when we return right here on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Robindale and its affiliated companies are proud to be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility. If you would like to become a part of the Robindale team, you can contact them at 814-446-6700, extension 122, or see how Robindale can assist your business at robindale.com.
It's Dowd's 75th anniversary, and to show our appreciation, we're offering special anniversary savings to our friends and customers. Right now at Dowd's, get 75th anniversary savings up to 40% on custom orders, and even bigger savings on floor samples. Whether you're looking for new furnishings for one room or for your entire home, our 75th anniversary pricing can save you thousands.
Hurry in for huge savings at Dowd's of Plumville and Dowd's of Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowd's?
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
Following's paid for by Fred.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach.
What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
And WCCS AM 1160 and 101.1 FM as we welcome you back to Memorial Field. And they have a field goal, Texas Roadhouse field goal contest going on down on the field. And that was a lot of fun. Ward, we want to acknowledge some of the fans that have used the QR code on the screen here tonight. And see here, go through some of these quickly. Kevin Anderson, listening in
Arizona.
Highland Park, Arizona. What's your message? Birthday today. A 9-1 1974 team, too. Well, happy birthday, Kevin. And Ed and Cindy Anderson listening and watching in Chandler, Arizona. Always watch the Wildcats. It's the best show on TV, they say. Terry Everett, watching in Marion Center, PA, listening on the radio with my daughter in Newfoundland, named Homer. We listen every week. And let's see, Mariah Franchek from Homer City. Go get him, Dominic. Also, Cole Schaefer in Florence, Kentucky, watching tonight's game.
Wow.
So we have a lot of...
all over the country, huh?
I'm not sure how to say this town, but Lenny Taylor from Patiote, Pennsylvania. Did you ever hear that one, Ward?
I think so, but not quite the way you pronounced it.
No. I was afraid. Tom and Ed Anderson, again, Chandler, Arizona.
Yeah, they call me every once in a while.
Aiden Arone in Homer City. Amy and Joe McAnulty in Penn Run watching the game. Good luck, Caden McAnulty and the Wildcats. Well, we invite you to come out and watch them in person, too, next weekend at West Shamokin. And the Wildcats back-to-back road games. They'll be at Cambria Heights in a couple of weeks, and they'll close things out week 10, October 24th in Portage, and they'll be back in the playoffs for certain. So we congratulate the Wildcats on that as well. Third quarter ready to get underway. Presented by Friends of Joe Pittman. Thank you, State Senator Pittman. Wishing all of the students best of luck in extracurricular activities all season long. And Brady Frazier, end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken at the 5-yard line. And with the football, big hole up the middle for the Blue Jays. And a good return for Nathan Stifler up to about the 30 or 31-yard line where he's tackled by Nate Doherty. We'll invite you to come down and join us. We're going to have some pizza at the Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club. They make the video streams possible. We, frankly, couldn't do it without them. They also have a couple of shows coming up in the Twin Cities Event Hall. October 25th from 7 to 10 p.m. Old 97, a Johnny Cash tribute band. The old 97 Ward Hilliard might go to that one. November 1st, a Saturday, Tom Andrasic and PA Express. Took you a while, but I knew you'd get it. 7 to 10 p.m., $10 admission for that as well. That sounds like a fun time at that great hall, available for any occasion. Xavier Tatum takes the shotgun snap, trying to bounce it outside, but the Wildcats limit him to a short gain. On the tackle was Gage Henry. You're going to see a lot of new faces in there for the Wildcats.
That's good, too. I hope somebody's hurt. That's Conemaugh Valley player.
Yeah, and we have an injury timeout after that 3-yard gain. So while they tend to the young man that's down, it just gets worse for first-year head coach Joel Holsopple. That injured player is Nathan Stifler. Doesn't appear to be anything too serious. We're hoping not. He is grabbing his left knee, but he's now in a seated position. Injury timeout with 11:31 left in the third quarter. It's Homer Center 40 and the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays. Nothing on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, You want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
Following's paid for by friends of Joe Pittman. The third quarter is being presented by State Senator Joe Pittman, who wishes all of the students a championship school year.
The quarterback, Xavier Tatum, keeps the football, and he's going to be wrestled down on the far sideline in front of the Conemaugh Valley bench. For Homer Center, 2 or 3 black jerseys across the way, and a lot of new players in there, and one of them was Gage Henry, who made that tackle. Again, it sets up third down and short. Yeah, join us down at the Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club after the game. We'll get down there as quickly as we can. At pizza night every Thursday night, and also Wildcat Football Fridays they do pizza. As I mentioned in the first half, Ward will be signing autographs as long as you're respectful of his time.
I'll do my best.
Third down and 3. You got to let the man eat. Tatum, the shotgun snap, keeps the football, keeps the legs moving, and has a first down for the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays. On the tackle for the Wildcats, another youngster underclassman in there, 6'1", 222-pound junior Chris Morgan making that tackle, but a new set of downs for Conemaugh Valley. See if we can get some of these players that are in the lineup for Homer Center. Aiden Griffith, the junior, I see him at an outside backer, defensive end. C.J. Fairbanks. Cam Ringler in there, a freshman. First and 10. Shotgun snap, Xavier Tatum throws, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver for the Blue Jays, it was Ethan Hill.
Number 2, probably one he should have caught. That wasn't that far off target.
Second down and 10, football at the Blue Jays 44-yard line. It's 40-0. And by the way, hell, the gang's all here. I forgot to mention, you've got to start with the statistician, Jerry Rossai, sitting right between us.
His
Jerry,
own limo.
wave out there, wave to everybody on Radio Land. Up above us, Jerry Maseko. Ted Maseko, our cameraman on the upper level, our digital producer, John Smathers, our co-spotters tonight, Don and Denny Mester, our executive producer back in Indiana, Michael Bertig. He'll be joining us for pizza. Throwing underneath, slant-in pattern for the intended receiver, Aiden Blair, but it goes incomplete, and it will be third down and 10. At the half, Conemaugh Valley quarterback Xavier Tatum was 4 of 13 passing.
Threw a little sidearm there.
A couple of interceptions. 3 interceptions, right? Yep. 16 yards passing.
Just a great defensive effort. I don't know what else you could say by the Wildcats.
I want to say hello to our good friend Jimmy Sutter, tuned in to tonight's game. Marion Center now leading Northern Cambria 29-19 in the third quarter. That game on Renda Digital TV. Pass underthrown intended for Justin Robine, and it'll bring up fourth down. Running clock in this second half. We are in the mercy rule.
Yeah.
You know, I had somebody chime into our conversation about the imbalance, let's say, with double A and single A, and said you could potentially get Ligonier Valley back to help fill a double A division. They must be miserable by now in the WPIAL.
They haven't won a game this year. That's most unusual.
Fourth down and 10.
That's a great comment.
Great comment. Jerry says trips to the right. If you're watching at the bottom of your screen, and Tatum going to throw down the seam, and it's incomplete. Almost Frazier attempting a third interception of the night. 4 turnovers in the first half on the Blue Jays. It doesn't get easy, Ward, and it gets back to my point as Homer Center is going to take over on downs. Next week, Conemaugh Valley depleted. A couple more injuries tonight potentially, and they have to go to River Valley.
Yeah, what a schedule they have, huh?
It seems, yeah, I hate to say it, but it's one of those games that maybe just shouldn't be played.
Well, kids would tell you different.
No, I get it.
I know what you're saying, but
I'm just talking from the health and safety standpoint.
The whole idea is, there's no chance of them winning that unless there was a plague going through the River Valley team. But it's just the way it works sometimes. At a small conference like this, you'll have that.
Hopefully the River Valley coaching staff will do the right thing and play a lot of their underclassmen, get them some time. And with the football for the Homer Center Wildcats in there is Aiden Harper. I think that's 35. Let's see if I have the right spot here. The old eyes, Ward, they're getting older.
Tell me about it.
Harper was on the carry, and on the stop for the Blue Jays, it was Joseph Toth.
On the stop.
4-yard gain, football at the Blue Jay 40-yard line. I want to thank again Grand Beginnings Children's Center for their outstanding support of our Teddy Bear Fund Drive. $1 for every point across the Indiana County radio network of stations. The 4 games we air, every point scored, regardless of where the team's from. They kick in a buck. It was over 1,000 entering the night at 1,003. Eli Turk on the read option. And Eli, the sophomore quarterback, 5'10", 164, has positive yardage down to about the 37-yard line.
I know a little more time in active game situations. Mr. Turk might be a pretty good quarterback backing up.
He did a good job in the scrimmage against Conemaugh Township. He looked really good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got skills.
Under 6 minutes to play, we will have immediate timeout on the next change of possession. Receiver to the left boundary is Tavius Skillings for Homer Center. Sidecar in there for the Wildcats is Aiden Harper to the right of quarterback Turk. And Turk going to keep it. Picks his way through a hole and spins and backs his way for a first down inside the 35. Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, we have the IUP homecoming parade. By the way, on the tackle was Alexander Davis Gonzalez on the tackle. We will have live coverage of the IUP homecoming parade. You'll see the Homer Center High School Marching Band, I would assume, in that parade. And always a fun day, tough day to get in and out for Coach's Corner from 8 to 10, Ward, on WDAD for you. But right after Coach's Corner, we launch our video coverage of the parade. So tune in for that. We'll archive it as well. And then IUP will host Edinboro at 2 o'clock at Frank Signetti Field at Miller Stadium. Airtime 1:30 with Jack and the crew. 1st and 10, handoff Harper. Harper slants off the right side for yardage inside the 30 from the 32 down to about the 27 for 5. Billy Palmer on the tackle for the Blue Jays. Want to tell you about IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Always good to be ranked number 1. Gold standard of care at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville has again not gone unnoticed as they were voted the best urgent care and walk-in clinic in the Best of Indiana County contest. They will fast-track you and get you quick access to their team of medical experts, highly trained and ready to treat all minor injuries and illnesses. Open 7 days a week from 8 to 8 on Old Route 22 in Blairsville, where you get in, get out, get better. 2nd down, about 5 to go. Read option Turk. Big hole, 25. It closes just as quickly, however, as Reese Rager was in on the tackle for the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays, and it is good for a first down for Homer Center. We're down to 3:45 and a running clock here in the 3rd quarter, 40-0 Homer Center.
Nice job. Again, quarterback Turk is doing, is it Turk?
Eli, yep.
Eli Turk is doing a very nice job of running this offense.
Wanted to mention last week, too, that performance. I'm talking defense, but Gabe Ruffner, I did mention 16 tackles. Right behind him was Dom Shimko with 13. That's what you really need. You had a pick 6 from Cody Bell tonight. The give to Harper, and Aiden Harper, short yardage, the senior. Tackled by Ian McLucas of the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays.
That's where it all starts. If you got defense, you got your line playing well.
But you need your linebackers like Shimko and Bell doing what they're starting to do.
Absolutely. But they feed off of what their front guys are doing, and they fill the gaps. And that's the key. We haven't been doing that in the past. But this year, I see a marked difference.
Marion Center now leading Northern Cambria 35-19. They're going to improve to 7-0. Marion Center's going to drop, Northern Cambria is going to drop to 3-4. Sidecar is Harper to the right of Turk. Turk wants to keep it. Turk through an opening and knifes his way down to about the 15-yard line. On the tackle, it was Reese Rager again.
Very methodical, just taking your time, gaining positive yardage.
Where I did get a text from the Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club. They said if you would prefer, you could use the VIP room down there if you wanted to avoid the autographs. I said, no, you'll probably sign.
I'd like to avoid that, actually. could be chaotic, if you know what I'm saying. Especially with the girls. I just don't know what to do with.
Mrs. Gorski texted us again. She's going to Fort Lauderdale.
She's going to water ski.
You never know about Sophie. Zosha, as we like to call her. Eli Turk sidesteps a tackler and spins and fights his way down near the 11 or 12-yard line.
Again on the carry.
The QR code on your screen tonight, you can let us know where you're watching. Billy Palmer and Reese Rager. Easy for me to say. Just check, scan the QR code. You let us know where you're watching.
Oh, we had them from the west, had them from the south.
Yeah, there were quite a few. Oh, boy, I got a bundle in here. I don't know if I'll be able to get.
Oh, you invited them.
That's true. I got to acknowledge them. The Rail House Bar and Grill is tuned in tonight, watching the game. Thanks, guys. Chris in South Bend, Indiana, tuned in. Eli Turk, again, keeps the football, and he has a first down inside the 10, and we are under a minute. No media timeout this quarter, right?
Nope.
And we'll make it work. So Mila Maggio in Homer City, watching from her couch and eating pizza.
That's how to do it right there.
Pat Ilichny, watching in Sunset Beach, North Carolina. My brother just had a nice visit. He and his wife were on vacation. And Pat, I hear you're doing pretty well, and that's good to hear. You know, her late husband, Jim, that was my first job. As we're down to 15 seconds.
Gas, huh?
No. I was a petroleum transfer engineer.
Oh.
And the give to Harper, who's smothered.
Petroleum transfer.
I was a petroleum transfer engineer in Coral. Yes, that's called pumping gas. As we run out of gas on the clock in the third quarter, no scoring. Mercy rule time at Memorial Field. It's Homer Center 40 and the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays nothing on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
If you're out for business or vacation, your pet's world is turned upside down. Minimize the stress to them by keeping them in their routine with your personal pet sitter. From visits to dog walking, from bathing, medicine administration to overnight stays, your pet is in good hands. They can even stay the night if you need them to. Bonded, insured, and Red Cross trained. When you can't be there, your personal pet sitter is there for you. See what I did there? Schedule your personal pet sitter today. 724-388-5859.
The fourth quarter is being powered by Homer City Redevelopment. This game is almost over, but Homer City Redevelopment is just getting started because for Indiana County, the best is yet to come.
Corey Hassan and everybody involved with that fabulous project that's going to bring good news for Indiana County and long overdue news, good news too, in that department with jobs and the like. Clock already running, and we haven't run a play in the fourth quarter into Mercy Rule second half, and Eli Turk takes the shotgun snap, and he's going to keep the football, and he's hit initially by Elliot Neff, a senior for the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays. Neff, double F.
Somebody in the booth picked up Elliot Ness.
Ball at the 7-yard line. It's third down.
Fun when you win, you know. We've gone through some real agony over the past couple years, and this is enjoyable.
Blue Jays have allowed 46 points a game, so if the Wildcats score, they'd be right on that average. They've allowed 41 or more in 5 of their 6 games. I'll tell you an interesting stat about them defensively, which hasn't been pretty, obviously. Turk, shotgun snap up the middle, fighting inside the 5, and going to be stopped at about the 4-yard line where it'll be fourth and goal. They have played 3 Class AA opponents, losing to Marion Center, United Valley, and Cambria Heights. They lost those games 148-6. Another point on my side. But their best defensive performance of the season actually came against Marion Center. The first game when they allowed under 300 yards of total offense in what turned out to be a 45-6 loss, but they played some good football. They have at times, especially offensively, they just haven't been able to finish. That time it was Billy Palmer finishing Eli Turk, and the Blue Jays are going to take over on downs. We're going to take a break. Clock running, 10-12 to play in the football game. 40-0 Wildcats over the Blue Jays on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Get your instant quote today at wallbackinsurance.com or call us at 724-479-9378. More choices, more savings, more reasons to choose Wallback.
At Memorial Field, and the Blue Jays committed a penalty as we were coming back, so they'll back it up half the distance to the goal from the 8 to the 4-yard line. Clock moving, 9:35. Mercy rule here. Wildcats at West Shamokin against another winless team. Will be a chance to pick up 120 points in the District 6 standings. I'll give those to you after the play. 1st and 14. And Xavier Tatum takes the shotgun snap. Can't find a crease. Short yardage. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage where he was tackled by Skylar Halsey Adams, a freshman for Homer Center, who's in there. Class A District 6 rankings. Ward, if the playoffs started tonight, Homer Center would have hosted the Penns Manor Comets, but that is not the case. They're not starting tonight, as you know. The standings right now, Bishop Guilfoyle, Juniata Valley second. They have a big game tonight. Boy, that'd be interesting to find that one out, Don Mester, if you could find out, because Homer Center could wake up tomorrow morning in second place in District 6 Class A. Claysburg-Kimmel is fourth. Top four have a home playoff game. With the football, Xavier Tatum. Tatum tackled from behind, and then the Wildcats pursue Tatum, and 3 or 4 black jerseys make that tackle. Continuing in 5th place, Northern Cambria. They're going to fall to 3 and 4 tonight. Penns Manor was in 6th place. Purchase Line 7th. They're going to drop to 2 and 5. The Red Dragons. Moshannon Valley was 8th. Top 8 make it. Just outside by 20 points was the Portage Mustangs. So,
what's going to happen yet?
If we can find that Mount Union score on ScoreStream against Juniata Valley. If Mount Union, they're 5-1. If they win that game, Homer Center will be in 2nd place. It's a shame as the ball carrier Tatum carries for a first down over the 20 to about the 23-yard line. Bishop Guilfoyle, which has absolutely no business masquerading as we are in October, I guess it is Halloween, as a Class A football team. The defending state champions are 5-1. It would be, without Guilfoyle, it would be a pretty wide open field.
It would be very wide open and be very balanced. Anyone could possibly win, top to bottom, really.
Final already from Indiana. Hampton hammered Indiana 35-7.
Wow. They had high hopes for that game, too. Hampton coming off a loss.
River Valley 35-0 over Purchase Line in the 4th quarter. With football, Billy Palmer, Harper misses him. He makes a nice little jump cut and spins his way for some positive yardage. Well done, Billy Palmer, from the 23-yard line up to the 36 for a gain of 13 yards. Nice run by Palmer.
Yep.
End of 3. United Valley leading West Shamokin 35-7. Did I mention what happened 728 days ago?
Yeah, I seem to recall that.
That was West Shamokin's last win, and it did come against Homer Center. Ward, I bet you'll remember this. It was 27-24, but there, I know Don Mester will remember this, and Denny if he was there. A very controversial penalty in that game the Wildcats scored a touchdown in the right end zone as we looked down at it. And what was it, a block in the back or a clip or something? It was a terrible call. I did mention it's Officials Appreciation Week, too. Around the right end, it's Justin Robine for the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays up to the 49-yard line as we reach the midway point of the fourth quarter. 40-0. On the tackle was Deegan Fedoric of the Homer Center Wildcats. In there for the Wildcats, checking into the huddle, was Malachi Brown, a 5'9", 177-pound junior. Cole Schaefer's been seeing some playing time. Noah Jakosh. Also in there is Jackson Montague, a sophomore. Nate Doherty is the safety as we speak. And Xavier Tatum around the right end, picking his way for yardage, and strong young man, the sophomore, plows his way all the way down to about the 37-yard line of the Homer Center Wildcats for a gain of about 14 yards and another first down for Conemaugh Valley.
It's a good run by this gentleman. Tatum.
Wouldn't be the worst thing to see the Blue Jays punch one in that give those young men something to feel good about.
You don't want to humiliate your opponents. I don't think that's good football no matter what. And I don't think the Wildcats are going to do that.
Yeah, I like Greg Page's
pretty tall,
approach here tonight. Yeah. For the Blue Jays, a receiver to the left boundary is Breslin Carter, 6'2", 164. He looks taller.
He does.
They're running the football. Across the way is Justin Robine, number 26 with the carry.
Robine, the carry.
Yardage to the 31-yard line where it'll be second down and 4. Jackson Strong on the tackle for the Homer Center Wildcats, a sophomore, 5'6", 193. We'll have reaction down on the field with a couple of Homer Center players and head coach Greg Page on our abbreviated First Commonwealth Bank post-game show. The Allied Milk Producers player of the game as the snap is bobbled by Tatum, and he around the left end to the 30 and slips down. See where they put the football. It's going to be a first down, I believe.
Around the 27-yard line.
A lot can happen to kids after hours and not just on the gridiron. Babies get fevers, children step on glass, athletes twist their ankles. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge is open 7 days a week from 8 till 8. What a great idea when you need them. Since 2009, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, Old Route 22 in Blairsville, where you can get in, get out, get better. A part of the IRMC family. Better health, better life. Xavier Tatum, the quarterback, pistol back. He sent him in motion out of the backfield as Robine. They flare it out in the flat, and it's picked off by Homer Center. And this is going to be a pick six of about 65 yards as running down the left sideline is Nate Doherty. Nate Doherty, a sophomore, takes it to the house. About 65 yards, and it's 46-0 Homer Center with 2:52 remaining in the football game.
Nice play by Docker. He never hesitated once he caught it. He knew what to do with it. He just took off and sprinted.
I think it was like 75 yards.
That's a great play on his part there.
Actually, that might have been at the 25 and not the 35. We'll get another look at it. Well, we didn't back it up far enough, but I think it might have been about 70 or 75 yards. Brady Frazier to attempt the extra point. Drew Fisher, long snapper holder, Carson Arone. Snap is put down, and he got the legs loose, the muscles loosened up, and Brady drills another one. It's 47-0 Homer Center over the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
The Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club and Twin Cities Event Hall on Neal Road in Graceton continue to rise to new heights. Membership is soaring, and now's the time to join the best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County. Exciting renovations are underway, including a brand new outdoor stage and handicapped accessible parking at the hall. Enjoy a friendly atmosphere at the club, great food. Don't miss delicious pizzas every Thursday and Friday. The Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club on Neal Road in Graceton.
Let's go Wild!
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Scoreboard: Conemaugh Township nips Penns Manor 6-0. River Valley 35, Purchase Line 0. End of 3, Cambria Heights, they're rolling 45-6 over Portage. They're going to advance to 6-1. End of 3, United Valley 35, West Shamokin 7. Brady Frazier has it teed up for the Homer Center Wildcats with 2:52 remaining. We should have a media timeout. Get us a chance to get caught up a little bit after a running clock this entire second half. And Frazier's kickoff is going to go into the end zone off of the hands of Breslin Carter for a touchback. 2:51 remaining in the football game. It is Homer Center 47 and the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays nothing. A media timeout on the field from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. People Forward Banking. S&T Bank will be back to Memorial Field in a minute on the RMC Renda Media Football Network.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Clock already moving. 1st and 10, Conemaugh Valley, and Xavier Tatum going to tiptoe out of bounds in front of the Wildcat bench, but not before he picks up 18 yards to the 48-yard line.
Nice run by Tatum there.
Our QR code responses tonight. James Timko watching in Homer City. Thank you, James. Chick Novak in Blacklake. Good to hear from Chick. Hi, Mark and Ward, he says. Corey Conti watching in Marion Center. From the couch, he says. Sounds like a good deal. Will be couch weather coming up. We've been spoiled. Jessica Johnston watching in New York tonight. And the give to Robine, and a flag flies from referee Frank Garetano.
Flags on the play.
Nathan Barney in Washington, Pennsylvania. Hi, Nathan, good to hear from you as well. Janice Howard, all the way down in the Twin Cities of Coral. She'll probably be down there looking for you, like the Pavarotti ward coming down there for your pizza.
Yeah.
So we thank our fans for checking in. We received quite a few responses. Holding called on Conemaugh Valley. There were actually 2 flags on the play. First penalty declined, second one going to be accepted, and back them up.
Those people down there all know me, and I can guarantee they're not going to line up to get my autograph.
I don't know. You're somewhat of a legend.
Oh, yeah. Like Zorro.
Hey, we'll be out at West Shamokin next week. Robine again on the carry, and Robine going to be stopped by Noah Jakosh. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Jakosh is the correct pronunciation. Thank you, Chris Garetano.
Long A.
Long A. We'll have radio replays strung together for you on our First Commonwealth Bank post-game show. It was 40-0 at the half. Homer Center had outgained Conemaugh Valley 300-14. Xavier Tatum, little jump cut, 40, 45. Handling that football a little bit loosely, but he'll learn that he gets away with it and takes it into the Wildcat territory to about the 48-yard line. We're in the final minute of play. Tackle made by a sophomore by the name of Mason Perry for the Homer Center Wildcats. And the Blue Jays in no apparent hurry. Joel Holsopple gets the play call sent into the huddle.
They get some players here, Mark. Xavier Tatum's going to be a pretty good quarterback.
Quick stats. First Commonwealth Bank says Xavier has 82 yards rushing on 19 carries now. He's thick, too.
Well, he
good
is.
size.
He's a big kid.
You can see the arm strength. Give to Robine, and Robine going to come near side, go out of bounds, but the clock will keep right on running, and we're in the final 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There's no more time left on the clock. That's all there is. There is no more. Jackson Montague on that final tackle. The Wildcats were a favorite tonight. They did what they had to do. They forced turnovers. They made things happen, and it all added up to an easy 47-0 victory over the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays. Stay with us for our First Commonwealth Bank postgame show coming up next on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
It's Dowd's 75th anniversary, and to show our appreciation, we're offering special anniversary savings to our friends and customers. Right now at Dowd's, get 75th anniversary savings up to 40% on custom orders, and even bigger savings on floor samples. Whether you're looking for new furnishings for one room or for your entire home, our 75th anniversary pricing can save you thousands.
Hurry in for huge savings at Dowd's of Plumville and Dowd's of Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowd's?
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire! Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giants got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Homer City American Legion Post 493, a longtime backer of Homer Center Athletics, is pleased to be a part of today's broadcast and wishes the best of luck to the Homer Center Wildcats this season. Homer City American Legion Post 493 has served Homer City and our veterans for more than half a century. They are a staple of the community and believe in giving back. So have fun today, teams. Represent your communities well. From your friends at the Homer City American Legion Post 493.
Friday Night Lights aren't the only place you'll find excitement at Indiana Floral. Every arrangement is a celebration. From Bright School Spirit bouquets to gifts and balloons, Indiana Floral helps you cheer on your team and show someone you care. Parents, when you need flowers for birthdays, dances, or just to make someone smile, Indiana Floral is the hometown shop you can count on. Indiana Floral, fresh, fun, and always in season. Shop local. Stop by today on Warren Road or on IndianaPAFlowers.com.
It's Dowd's 75th anniversary, and to show our appreciation, we're offering special anniversary savings to our friends and customers. Right now at Dowd's, get 75th anniversary savings up to 40% on custom orders, and even bigger savings on floor samples. Whether you're looking for new furnishings for one room or for your entire home, our 75th anniversary pricing can save you thousands.
Hurry in for huge savings at Dowd's of Plumville and Dowd's of Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowd's?
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patients.
Thank you, Michael Bertig. Great job as always. Good to have you back. Josh Whittison filled in last week and did a great job as you ran homecoming at Indiana. The Wildcats with a 47-0 victory We welcome you back to our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show. Homer Center scoring 19 points in the first quarter, 21 points in the second quarter. They had forced 4 turnovers in the first half against the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays, and they won this game going away. The second half played in the Mercy Rule, and for a recap of the game, we're just going to string together the replays that made this easy win possible for Homer Center as they rolled to a 47-0 victory. Here we go. Near side, bottom of your screen if you're watching Riley Cobaugh, but they give it to his brother Gabe. Big hole, 30, 25, runs through a tackle, still on his feet. Jump cut, 15, to the 10, still on his feet. Did he find the end zone? Left pylon, touchdown, Homer Center Wildcats. What a sensational run for Gabe Cobaugh, his 5th touchdown of the season, as he takes it 37 yards to the house, and the Wildcats jump out in front with an impressive 82-yard drive. It's 6-0. Twins to the right, they go 2 by 2, but they hand it off. Gabe Cobaugh, gaping hole up the middle. Gabe Cobaugh lunges for the end zone, and he's going to be stopped just shy. No, it is a touchdown for the Homer Center Wildcats. From 16 yards out, Homer Center's Gabe Cobaugh, his 2nd of the night. He's off and running, and so are the Wildcats. With 5:16 left in the first quarter, it's 12-0 Homer Center. Xavier Tatum, they look to set up a middle screen, and it's picked off. Cody Bell, his 2nd pick 6 of the season, as he returns it to make it 18-0. Cody Bell, with 21 seconds left in the first quarter, his 2nd pick 6 of the season from about 15 yards out, and it's 18-0 Homer Center. He read it like a book. And here's a road big hole, 40, 35, 30, right down the hash marks to the end zone for 44 yards and a touchdown for Carson Arone. And the Wildcats lead at 25-0 as Carson Arone picks up his 6th rushing touchdown of the season from 44 yards out. And it's 25-zip Homer. Carson Arone, read option, goal line, touchdown, Homer Center on a 2nd and goal. Carson Arone has his 2nd touchdown of the night to match Gabe Cobaugh from 5 yards out. With 7:33 left here in the first half, it's now Homer Center 32 and the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays nothing. They're going to go back to, no, they're going to go the opposite way with misdirection, and Arone might be off to the races. He's at midfield, he's to the 40, he's down the left sideline, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, 69 yards for Carson Arone, his 3rd of the night, and the Wildcats now lead 39-0. Conemaugh Valley Blue Jay defense completely fooled on that play, and the Wildcats are blowing the doors off of Conemaugh Valley, this depleted Blue Jay. Xavier Tatum, the quarterback, pistol back, and he sent him in motion out of the backfield as row by, and they flare it out in the flat, and it's picked off by Homer Center. And this is going to be a pick 6 of about 65 yards, as running down the left sideline is Nate Doherty. Nate Doherty, a sophomore, takes it to the house about 65 yards, and it's 46-0 Homer Center with 2:52 remaining in the football game. And that's where the game ended, 47-0 after Grady Frazier's final extra point of the night. Just very quickly, total yardage, Homer Center 342 yards, 300 of it in the first half, and Conemaugh Valley 139 yards, all but 14 yards of it in the second half. So it adds up to a 47-0 victory, Homer Center over the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays. Wildcats are now 5-2. Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays remain winless at 0-7. Going to continue right down here on the field with a couple of Wildcat players, and we're going to start with Cody Bell. And Cody talked to you briefly before the game, and I said really like the way the linebackers are coming along, and you and Dom in the middle doing a good job. And you guys did what you had to do tonight. You know you were a favorite, I'm sure, but you seemed focused and determined to get the job done. You put the game away kind of early. Was that one of the goals, not to let them in the game?
Yeah, we understand they were winless, but we still had to treat them like they're a pretty great team. They did play well at some, but we just had to finish, play hard, and that's what we did in the first half, and it went from there.
You know, I've been covering the Wildcats a long time. I'd really have to dig into my archives to find the last time that a Wildcat linebacker had 2 pick sixes in the same season. Talk about that play, how you read it, and how it unfolded.
So we practiced a lot, and I read it. I seen the backer do a little U. I see the gap between the linemen. I went up. No one was in sight. I see the ball. I got it, ran it in, and that's how it went.
Yep, second one of the season. Felt good, huh?
It felt pretty good.
That was one of your goals at the start of the season. You wanted a touchdown of some kind, right? Now you have 2, and both on the defensive side, ironically enough.
Yep.
All right, congratulations. Good job here tonight.
Thank you.
All right, I talked to this big guy. He's been a favorite all season for me, just watching him play. Gabe Ruffner. Gabe, you're our Allied Milk Producers Player of the Game. I have a shirt for you, and a part of that is for your effort tonight. And then, as I told you before the game, when I saw the stat sheet, 16 tackles popped off the board. Really was an eye-opener for me, the game you had last week. So talk about how you've been coming along as a football player and how good you're feeling this season.
I feel really good. We're doing a lot better than last year. Me personally, I feel like I'm doing way better.
As a senior, you know what you've been through the past couple of years. It hasn't been fun. Back-to-back 2-8 seasons. You guys are guaranteed of going to the playoffs, returning this year, and especially being a senior. I know you didn't want to go out the same way as the past, couple of senior groups. Talk about the hard work that went in to the off season for you. Walk us through it. How hard you worked and your teammates, and I think you've become a real leader on this team too.
I have, and during the summer workouts, I try and get more people to show up, and more people get better team chemistry.
So back to the playoffs, was that one of the goals? I know some of the preseason predictions from Renda Media included were not favorable. Was that a motivating factor for you guys?
Yes, everything's been motivating the last 2 seasons, how nobody respects us anymore.
You have to earn that respect back, and I think you're well on your way to doing it.
Yep.
So next week, another winless team, West Shamokin, a double-A opponent. They do have some big linemen from what I'm told, but you guys just have to stay focused, keep improving, take it a game at a time. Do you kind of even look at records, or is it just like, hey, we got to keep doing what we're doing?
The record doesn't matter. We just keep doing what we're doing.
Good talking to you. Thanks. If this shirt isn't big enough, it's an XL. I can probably, that'll fit. Well, that's good news. Congratulations, our Allied Milk Producers Player of the Game.
Thank you.
Gabe Ruffner, whole milk, whole nutrition. He gets good nutrition. I can tell. You're a big human, as I like to say. Gabe Ruffner and Cody Bell left his helmet here. Coach Page going to come in and join us. Head coach Greg Page joining us on our first Commonwealth Bank post-game show, a 47-0 Wildcat victory. Gum, no gum, I don't really care, Coach, but 47-0 when you guys did what you had to do. You jumped on them early and didn't really take the gas off the pedal until the latter stages of the second quarter, to your credit, and I do give you credit for that.
Well, I appreciate that. I think both sides handled it really well. I think Joel's a great young guy. I mean, I don't know how old he is, but he's first-year head coach, and I know he'll get them going the right way. Talked to him before the game. He's got a good mindset about things. They were just shorthanded. I mean, when you don't have guys like 7 and 12 and 14 guys that were really catching the ball for them, that has to completely change things. But we did what we had to do. I was pleased with that.
Yeah, it's your first Mercy Rule victory since beating Myersdale back in 2022. Unfortunately, I was going to say, you know all too well, especially last year, what it's like to be depleted, just devastated by injuries. So I'm sure that you can relate, so to speak.
I told Coach Holsopple that, Joel. Yeah, I said, we've been there. We don't like to be there. They were complimentary of how we handled things, and I was too towards them. I mean, it's just one of those things. It still eats at you a little bit because you're thinking, hey, we should win this game. And our kids made enough plays. I was upset we didn't get the one drive early, but then I think Cody made up for that with the pick six. So all around, again, good performances from a lot of guys, and up front the play was pretty good.
All right, well, you opened the door for me, and Ward's probably up there saying, okay, is he going to really ask him after a 47-0 victory? If you listen to the replay, you'll hear me saying, why not kick a field goal? And you're going to need it down the road. Give him an opportunity. That's why he's on the sideline. It'd be a chance to make up those points. Not that that was really a concern. So why, on that one possession, didn't you kick a field goal?
I'll give you the short response. I'm stubborn. No, I mean, we thought about it. I turned to our guys. I said, should we kick it? They're like, let's go for it. We need to punch another one in, and we didn't. So, that looked pretty crappy on our end. But, yeah, he's there. I mean, we know he's done it this year a number of times already. So we know that option is available. But it was just trying to kind of impose our will early on, and that one kind of backfired.
Carson Arone, 178 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Gabe Cobaugh, 96 yards rushing and a couple of touchdowns. Those 2 young men, both underclassmen, did a good job.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure they'd tell you the guys up front, I mean, we're trying to spread them out because they've been known to crowd the box, but you spread them out and you try to get your good angle blocks and get some seams. But those guys read well, too. They had good vision, stuck their foot in the ground, and especially Gabe, I thought, had a lot of yards after contact.
Next week, West Shamokin, they're winless. They lost at home, hung in there for a while in the first half. They do have, I said to our player of the game, Gabe Ruffner, that they do have some big linemen, and they have hung around with teams at times. They just haven't been able to put together 48 minutes of football.
Yeah, and it's not going to surprise me to watch that tape that they were in the ball game and had chances because they are hungry. I mean, it was the same thing this week. When you go up against a team that hasn't gotten their first win, they're probably going to still be hungry and give you their best shot, and that's going to be a concern. And you know me, I'm going to worry all week.
I've never known you to be a worrier.
For good reason, no. But we're going to go out to their place. They play well there. We go back on turf. We didn't do well on turf the last time. I'm running through all the superstitions here. And
well, so I'll say 728 days ago from tonight, that was the last time they won a football game, and it happened to come against, let me think about it, Homer Center.
I wasn't happy about how that game unfolded, too, and it wasn't just all our kids. I thought we
this got a little Officials Appreciation Week.
Okay, we'll stop the interview then. No, you guys did a good job tonight, especially when things got, in the second half and managed it well, and a long first half turned into a short second half, so you just want to keep kids safe in that regard. But we're going to get West Shamokin's best shot. I know we are.
It had to feel good to get some of those youngsters into some game action tonight.
Yeah, and they're going to play JV Monday, but there's really nothing better than them getting a chance to play in front of a bigger crowd and their families on a Friday night, and we recognize that. And I get on our younger guys sometimes. Some of them need to have a better commitment level, but we're not going to shut them out when they get this opportunity.
Coach, we're going to head down to the Graceton-Coral Sportsman's Club, our video stream presenting sponsor, for some pizza, and I know they treated the team well. We'll acknowledge them for that, too, even though some miscommunication. I'd have joined you for dinner yesterday, and a tip of the Wildcat football helmet to those guys down there.
Absolutely. I got to tell you, it's going to be another year, but I told them, I said, I can't wait to get that spaghetti and sauce again, and it was worth the wait, and it was really good the other night. Not to rub it in on you there. They might still have some leftovers down there. I'm not sure.
We're going to get some goodies if you want to join us here in a few. Coach, congratulations. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you guys very much.
Head coach Greg Page, where do you have the out-of-town scoreboard? Maybe John could help you. I'm going to make my way back up to the press. Talking, hopefully I won't cut out. I mentioned Carson Arone's rushing yardage, 9 carries, 178 yards, and 3 touchdowns. 96 yards for Gabe Cobaugh and a couple of touchdowns on 8 touches. Eli Turk, backup quarterback, 9 carries, 23 yards. All told, 34 rushes, 324 yards in rushing offense for the Homer Center Wildcats. And they held Conemaugh Valley to 139 yards of offense. And Xavier Tatum, the quarterback, 19 rushes, 82 yards to lead their attack. We're going to come back for a final time on our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show. We will check the out-of-town scoreboard when we return on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local area agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Life is full throttle, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-side, watercraft, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
It's Dowd's 75th anniversary, and to show our appreciation, we're offering special anniversary savings to our friends and customers. Right now at Dowd's, get 75th anniversary savings up to 40% on custom orders, and even bigger savings on floor samples. Whether you're looking for new furnishings for one room or for your entire home, our 75th anniversary pricing can save you thousands.
Hurry in for huge savings at Dowd's of Plumville and Dowd's of Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowd's?
I'm State Senator Joe Pitton, wishing all students who participate in extracurricular activities every success in the classroom and on the field. The teamwork and leadership skills you learn today will serve you and our entire community well in the years ahead. We need future leaders prepared to step forward and make our region a better place to live, work, and raise a family. I'm proud of the work and effort you are putting forth. Have fun, be safe, and enjoy the season.
Paid for by Friends of Joe.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Thank you, Michael, and back for a final time on the First Commonwealth Bank postgame show following this 47-0 whitewash of the Conemaugh Valley Blue Jays by Homer Center. Just quick check of the out-of-town scoreboard. First of all, we'll start in the WPIAL. Hampton defeated Indiana 35-7. Heritage Conference scores in addition to this game played here. Marion Center, these are all finals, John? Except for Marion Center, it's 43-19. Stingers are going to improve to 7-0. That game, if you want to watch the end of it, is on Renda Digital TV. Final score, boy, a tight one. Penns Manor played Conemaugh Township tough over at Davidsville. 6-0. Indians win it over Penns Manor. Cambria Heights 52, Portage 6. River Valley shuts out Purchase Line as Ed Dalton returns to his old stomping grounds. The Panthers are 6-1, and United Valley kept West Shamokin winless. That's Homer Center's next opponent. Final score was 35-7. Right here, 47-0. Homer Center wins it over Conemaugh Valley. We will be in New Mine next Friday night. Airtime 6:15 as Homer Center goes against the 0-7 West Shamokin Wolves and looking to improve to 6-2 and continue to solidify their position in the District 6 Class A rankings. Depending on the outcome, and I don't think Don Mester found that Mount Union-Juniata Valley score, but if Mount Union defeated Juniata Valley tonight, and Mount Union was 5-1, a double-A school, if they defeated the Hornets, the Wildcats will wake up tomorrow morning in second place behind Bishop Guilfoyle, who shouldn't be in District 6 at all, but we've talked about that enough. We're going to say goodnight. We'd like to thank our entire broadcast crew, and starting with our digital producer, John Smathers. Up in the upper perch here, our main cameraman, Ted Maseko, our statistician, Jerry Rossi, our executive producer back in Indiana, Michael Bertig, our spotters in the booth tonight, Don and Dennis Mester. Thank them for their great work. Speaking for Ward Hilliard, Mark Bertig reminding you the final score, Homer Center wins at 47-0 over Conemaugh Valley. Until we talk to you next week at West Shamokin, good night, everybody. Hopefully we'll see you at IUP's homecoming tomorrow afternoon.
You've been listening to an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Football Sports Night on News Talk AM 1160 and 101.1.